welcome in. How are we doing this Sunday? It's actually, oh, I forgot to close my window. You know what? It's probably fine. And welcome in, Ernie. How are you? Ernie, did you stream for like 8 hours yesterday? Are you okay? That's so long. I saw Ernie stream earlier in the day, but I was going to the gym. So I was like, oh, like I guess I'll miss the stream. And then later I got another notification and I was like, sometimes Twitch sends like a second notification, just like if you like it just kind of like bugs out and sends a second one for the stream. Um, and then but then I checked and then I was like, oh wait, she's streaming again. And yeah, it was 8 hours. It's a long stream, man. Welcome in, Ratzi. You're gonna be ostracized by Jack and Zirconian if you cheer for Spain. I went to the gym. Yeah, I went on the what's it called? The elliptical. And it made my legs feel like they were broken. Like I felt like my legs are gonna fall off. Even though I put it down, I put the resistance down to 1 because like it kept going up. It was like, okay, time to go to resistance 8, and I was like, I could not do resistance 8. Maybe it's just because I'm like really light. I'm guessing it's like a body weight thing because like more than like my heart rate going up. Like I wanted the cardio, but it was more like just my legs. It was more just my legs being weak, you know. And welcome in, Kovaris. You were gaming. What all did you end up doing? Like, did you finish like all of Act 1? It seemed like you had it pretty filled out, like the map. You stopped at 1 a.m. 2 a.m. That's a D-Gen streaming. You're waiting for the owner of the Minecraft server to fix the issue from yesterday. What was the issue from yesterday? And welcome in, Law. I think you need to close the window while you sleep since the morning humidity in your area looks to be causing you to wake up with a sore throat. Oh no, yeah. I think recently there's been like humidity changes here. And I feel like I always get a headache. Speaking of DGen streaming, Draconian is also DGen streaming today. We have lots of Baldur's Gate content in the community since, you guys know I'm not going to be streaming Baldur's Gate anytime soon. Because one, my computer cannot. Even like the Draconian was like, oh, like you could stream it at the same time as me, but like my computer will not be able to do Discord, stream, and Baldur's Gate. It can't even do stream and Baldur's Gate. Like I put on the lowest settings, game crashes. So it's my computer. But yeah, we'll have plenty of like we have Istat and Ernie and Draconian all playing Baldur's Gate. So if you really like the game, then you have a lot of it. We haven't even met Karlak. What have you guys been doing? It was just 90% doing Druid's Grove. Does it take that long? It's been 8 hours? You've been 8 hours doing Druid's Grove? Does it really take that long? And welcome in, Houdini. How are you? And welcome in, Yokomoto. How are you? How you been? There's like 30 minutes of yeah, what could you possibly be doing? Like, I spend a lot of time just messing around in the grove, and there's really not that much. You're seeing your husband in 12 hours, or one of them. Wait, who? Who are you seeing? Are you going to a Polyphia concert? Wait, what would it be? I'm trying to think. I don't know. Someone had followed their stream yesterday. They got access to the Minecraft server IP. Oh no, they like DDoSed it. I'm sorry. Pedro. Ooh. Oh yeah. I wouldn't consider Pedro one of my husbands. I would never steal Pedro from Ernie. I'm pretty sure Pedro is Ernie's screen husband versus her real husband, Kovaris. But yeah, I guess you're seeing what's it called? Fantastic. He's in Fantastic Four, right? And not the Superman movie, because I know there's two superhero movies currently. I do love Pedro Pascal, but I would consider him not my husband and more my father. In a non-weird way, like in just like a normal way. You want to say meet his husband and watch my stream for some Tim Henson? It's a Coney named his character Tim Henson. And he made it really ugly, so it's not what Tim Henson's actually quite tall. He's like 6 6 foot maybe. I don't even know. He's like normal tall. And welcome in his dad. How are you? Ernie's still learning to rotate her camera, which and reads each response. Um, which both of which are reasonable, but think makes things take longer. I cannot play on the keyboard and mouse. Like if I try and play on the keyboard and mouse, I can't even find my character. Like that's why I told Ernie. It's actually the controls are much more intuitive on controller. But the thing is like you don't get as much like the UI. Like for me personally, I like the controller because it simplifies the amount of actions you can take. Cause like it's like a wheel, right? And like there's like multiple wheels, but you can just like look at the first couple wheels, and that has like the ones that you can like customize it, so it's like the ones you use the most. But I'm assuming Ernie would probably want the whole like arsenal of options to her. Cause like for me, the controller made the UI just easier to, or it just made the UI like less overwhelming. So it was a bit like I just kind of prefer that, I think. Um, Ruining the Grove's recidivism. What the hell is this recidivism, man? Disengage is definitely on the last wheel because all the like the jump and the dash and stuff are on the last wheel. I mean, there's one more wheel after that. Actually, it has like potions, but that's the main thing. Um, but yeah, it's Ernie was up very late on Baldur's Gate. There's a lot of I feel like these days like I don't even need to play Baldur's Gate, you know. I mean, I guess I am playing Baldur's Gate cuz like I'm playing with Draconian, but like um it's like I feel like I have so much Baldur's Gate content. Like my brain is just like Baldur's Gate, you know. You accidentally clicked on a door that was already open, and the lady with the legs paralyzed called the guards on me. You just wanted to help her. That's weird. Was it a red door though? Like if it's an outline in red, it's like not allowed. Recidivism is the rate of which prison inmates do crime again after getting out. Oh, I would just call that like repeat offenders, you know? Like, oh, actually, Vancouver, our recidivism is really high. Because every time there's like a crime on the news, like they're like, this guy got arrested for stabbing. And then it will say in the news, this guy has been arrested for stabbing around 4 times before. And then they just let him go. It's very common here. I think there's something to do with like the way the justice system works that like a lot of times they just end up releasing people and it's like easier. But it's kind of annoying because like you read the news and it's like, oh, this really terrible crime was committed and they committed 3 other crimes before. And it's like, whoa, we should have known that they would do crime again. Like if they did it 3 times already, you know. But I'm not I'm not informed enough to know exactly why it's happening. We just all know that it's happening. Um, you were trying to click on it. She was like, "Don't click that open doorway." What a weirdo! What a weird. Their laws are unfair, honestly. You were not in the wrong there. You're allowed to have recidivism in that case. I'm just gonna use that word constantly now. You just watched a Star Trek TNG, The Next Generation. Oh, that actually sounds right. I must have retained some knowledge from when you talked about it before. Where a species on a planet kills anyone who breaks any law, no matter how small. I guess that planet's recidivism is very. It's probably 0, yeah. If every crime is a capital offense, it's 0. PJ's a check, you know? That was so correct. That was crazy. I actually shocked myself knowing that. That's crazy. I guess Istat must have said it. Like I know he was talking about how he was watching some Star Trek show. So it must have been that. That guy? That guy's in it, right? The guy who plays the X-Men guy. You know? You probably brought it. Yeah. I probably remembered it from that. There's a guy. You know the guy. You know, sci-fi show with a man in it. Um, Miju can reuse her Zelda ears for a Spock cosplay. I'd be a cool Spock. Doesn't he have like bangs like this? Chikano's been asking me to get bangs forever, but if I got like really ugly bangs, I'll ruin bangs for him. How about that? Patrick Stewart. Yeah, yeah, that guy, that guy. He's also the Star Trek guy. I know things. I'm a science fiction and comic book knower. I feel like I have medium knowledge of like superhero comic books, you know, because people tell me things. But I don't play Marvel Rivals, and like a lot of people know a lot of random Marvel characters because of Marvel Rivals, but I've never played that. I'm not sure. I was trying to find. I guess I still have to watch. Like I said, I still have some movies on my list I gotta watch. But there's I don't have an active show. I have like when I got my iPad, they gave me 3 months of Apple TV Plus, which I haven't redeemed yet. But I feel like I've watched everything. Like Apple TV doesn't have like a lot of shows. I feel like I've watched most things. You know, like I've watched Severance, I've watched Ted Lasso, I've watched Shrinking. There's a few like sci-fi shows on there, and I know Draconian likes those, but Draconian likes like even bad sci-fi shows, so I'm not really sure about the how good they are. Have you seen Thunderbolts yet? No, I haven't watched, like, honestly, I have not been keeping up with the superhero movies. Like, I really fell off the wagon. I guess falling off the wagon means like you're getting back into it. I stayed on the wagon. Um, but yeah, it's I haven't been keeping up because multiple people every stream are asking like about fast what is it called Fantastic Four. Sorry, everyone's talking about Fast and the Furious as well, so I got confused. Fantastic Four, and I was like, I don't even know anything. Like I don't know anything about Fantastic Four. There's a guy on like a surfboard, I think. So waiting for you to watch Royal Tenenbaums. I don't know where it is. I've never seen it when I'm like scrolling through Netflix or anything like that. Maybe it's on. I do want to watch it. I do want to watch it because you think of it so highly, you know. Like if it's one of your favorites, like I'll definitely check it out. And welcome in, Maestro. How are you? Back in the day, my friend and I would duo queue Rocket League as Captain Jean-Luc Picard and Commander William T. Riker. Well, I don't know the other guy. I'm sorry. I'm assuming it's another. I'm assuming it's another Star Trek guy, but that doesn't surprise me at all, Kabar. You guys are being the biggest nerds on Rocket League, surely. Um, Silver Surfer. Oh, okay, yeah. Silver Surfer. What is his power? I'm sorry. There's a guy. Okay, in this universe, there's four superheroes, and they're like the main superheroes. They're like the Avengers, and one of their powers is like he's like silver, and you can ride a surfboard. What is his power? This is nonsensical. No, I guess even Avengers, the powers are not like the best. Like it's like why? What is Hawkeye doing? You know? Fantastic and Furious 4. That sounds real. You're doing well. Gonna play some Genshin in a bit. I don't know if you're keeping up with the Genshin channel, Maestro, but I finally beat Stygian level 5 with my Kaya team. Well, I didn't beat all of it. I just beat the automaton, and I was trying for hours. Yesterday, I spent like 4 hours like doing this one boss over and over, like trying to get it within the 2 minutes. And I was like struggling. And I saw like I was studying this like this Japanese player had done it with the same team and the same level of supports and like basically like the same investment. Like we basically had the same team. Okay. Mine might have even been a little bit better, but it was pretty much on par. Okay. And I was like, how are they doing this? And I was like trying. I was really studying what they were doing, and I couldn't figure it out. And then, so then I ended up leaving a comment because they were Japanese. So I left a comment in Japanese, and I was like, "Oh, please help me. Do you have any advice?" And then they responded with like like a huge like paragraph of like complete details. They were like, "Okay, so when the run starts, you have to do this, and then please you have to pay attention to Shenhe's skill. You want to do it at these times. Make sure it's like applying for the maximum amount of time to Kaya's burst, and also don't use her skill when the enemy is doing the beam attack." And I was like, that was some like, that was like that's so sweet. They like spent they like gave me such detailed advice, and with the Shenhe skill advice, I did it, and I was like, oh, thank God. I want to see if they responded to me. Actually, we're like besties now. This guy's my Genshin guru. Like they're a Kaya. I don't know if they're a Kaya main or just a Kaya enjoyer, but you know, Okay, they just hearted the message. That's fine. Um, his power is cosmic. What does that even mean? The Silver Surfer is a herald of Galactus. What? What are you guys even saying? Okay, I think I'm not into the. I think I'm not in the know anymore on the superhero stuff. Did you guys know? Because someone said yesterday they were like, "Oh, you probably don't like superheroes at all," and I was like, "I watched every Marvel movie up until a certain point, you know. Like I was pretty into it, but I think I was mainly into it for the characters, and then these days I don't really resonate with a lot of the characters. I like Wanda a lot. Wanda's always been like the reason I got into it, and I've stuck with her, and she's still around, but like you know, 4 hours of resetting many times. Yeah, I was really trying. And Walkman Gundam, you did it for Primos. Yeah, the Primo ones are doable, which is nice of them. I just wanted to do it with Kaya, you know, like I just wanted Kaya to be able to clear one of them, so I was just very happy about that. And welcome in, Jose. Hope you're doing well today. Playing some weeb activity. I honestly, I never like talk to. I mean, I've talked in Japanese streamers like Twitch chats, but then I was like, I never like left a YouTube comment in Japanese. I was like, how do people talk in YouTube comments in Japanese? Like, how do people talk online in Japanese? Because like I didn't really know this. Like I pretty much I like message my family, but like that's obviously really different than leaving a comment on some stream. Because like surely you're not like you don't need to be like super polite on like an internet conversation. But I wasn't sure. I want to be rude to them. Um, and like I doubt my mom would know. Like if I asked my mom, I don't think she would know. Harold is the server's job to show up on Worlds to tell the populace that it's a job or what? So he shows up and he's like, "Yeah, you guys are done for. Enjoy your last days." Like what? That's a terrible job. Did you roll for Skirk? No. Hence why I'm struggling with the automaton. If I had Skirk, it would be a breeze. It's really easy with Skirk. Because she's just way stronger. But I just wanted to do it. I wanted to beat it with Kaya, and I did. But it was really hard, and I was down to the last second. Um, but when I did it, I was like, I saw the time at the halfway point, and I was like, "Oh, this is a good run." And then I was getting to the end, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is it, this is it!" And I was like shaking because I spent so long working on it. But I get the same way. Like if I spent like a really long time finding like an Elden Ring boss or something, you get to the end and you're like, "Don't choke, don't choke." Because like yeah, it would suck if you made it like if you were trying for hours and you finally made it to the end and you choke. Like sometimes it happens, like you choke on the last attack and it's like, oh. But like it's the timing for beating with Kaya is so tight that if you make a single mistake, it's over. If it's a single mistake, a single fav proc doesn't happen. It's over. Like the Silver Surfer is showing up to my house and saying it's Jover, apparently. They better bring her back. So, oh, I'll be happy if they brought her back. I mean, I wasn't even like that upset about. I know like a lot of people didn't like her. I mean, I do agree that her arc in Multiverse of Madness was like not the best, but honestly, if she's on screen and acting cool, I don't even mind. Some dude walks in with the brass horn. It says, "The Duke is coming." That's the Silver Surfer. Who's the Duke though? I feel like you're just going down. You feel like you keep adding things. Back with oatmeal, no donuts today. A very healthy day today, apparently. I had a donut yesterday. You're doing an internship at an energy plant. Oh, an almost office job from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. That's not too bad. 8 to 3 is not the worst. That's 7 hours. Less than 8. But I hope the internship is going well, if you've already started. Galactus is the Duke. Okay. Well, now this is just a circle. I said, "Who's Galactus?" And then people said, "Galactus is the Duke." And then, "Who's the Duke?" You know, like, I just kind of, you know what? I understand. I understand. He's like the guy, you know? I think that's what it is. 45 minutes to go there by bus. That's a bit of a long commute. That sucks. I feel like an hour commute is like too long. But if it's just an internship, it's not too bad. Cause like it's like temporary, right? It's not like the rest of your life you're gonna be commuting for 45 minutes. But yeah, these days I'm like I'm just gonna work from home. Has Galactus been in the Marvel films? I haven't seen one in like 5 years. I also haven't seen one in like 5 years, so I don't know. The last one I saw was the last Marvel film I saw was probably Multiverse of Madness. I could be wrong though. I mean, I watched Agatha all along. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Agatha all along. I love Catherine Hahn. I love Catherine Hahn, and I love Aubrey Plaza. Aubrey Plaza is my my role model. I want to be Aubrey Plaza. Yeah, the best commute. So do I. Actually, mine's probably even shorter than yours, Ernie, because I have a small house. It's probably like half the distance. For 2 months. Oh, 2 months is not bad at all. I hope you enjoy it. And get lots of good experience for your resume. TLDR, Galactus existed before a universe. So when his universe went kaboom, he survived and became the Galactus and needs to eat worlds to survive. You know, like in the Marvel universe, like how many universe-ending threats are there? Like, is there like 400 universe-ending threats, like or like big entities that could destroy the world? There's probably like 400, right? There's gotta be a lot. And thanks for the 175 streams. That is actually insane. I feel like you've been to more streams than I have. But I appreciate. They should really give you more than 450 channel points. Like they should really like scale that exponentially, you know? Like all you get is 450. Like they gotta give more than that. You've missed a large number of Marvel movies, too much to keep up with. I mean, yeah, I feel like I just wanna these days I'm not like super interested in watching them. Like I like if it's like really if someone told me like, oh, the new Marvel movie has like really good character writing, then I would be more inclined to watch it. But yeah, these days I really like to like I really like to like what's the word? Like I want to get like really invested in a character, you know? And I feel like there hasn't really been that except for Wanda, but she's like pre Infinity War. You have to go down your stairs. Yeah, exactly. We're like 400,000. At that point, it's like, is it really a threat if everything's a threat, you know? They're like, okay, but this is the big one. This is the one that's going to destroy the universe. But it's like, that happens every week, you know? Like, it's like, is it really a big deal? I don't think so. And surely there's like multiverses anyway. I wonder if someone's made like a Marvel universe, the Marvel universe, like you know those boards with the red lines between them. It's probably not possible, right? It wouldn't be enough space. That one stream you missed was an absolute party. The stream you had without me. What if I just had a stream one day and like I'm not even here? It's like it's just a chair and it's just like the background, and you guys just hang out and chat. Was Agatha all along good? I loved it. I loved it. It was so different from everything else in Marvel. It was like lots of like, it was very, it was just like a witchy, sapphic, like very like stylized kind of thing. Like there's a lot of like the music and stuff. Like it was cool. It was cool. But it's like if you're into it, you're into it. And if you're really not vibing with you in the first few episodes, then you probably won't like it. But I think it was like definitely targeting like a different demographic, you know? And I felt like it was targeting me. And I was like, oh, this is for me. They made this for me, and I was ready for it. But if you liked WandaVision, I think you'll like Agatha all along. I think it's also a valid thing. In Wakamin Knife, I assume the universe destroying dudes got like a WhatsApp chat to schedule who started. No, they have like a Google Calendar for sure. And then like they're like fighting. Like Thanos is like, guys, I'm gonna snap my fingers next Tuesday. the 14th, and then like Galactus is like, no, I was gonna eat the universe on Monday, so like that's not really gonna work out. And then they like have to like, they need like a they need to figure it out, you know. Hope you're doing well today, Knife. They have to make like laundry list of universe-ending threats to keep the stake high. Yeah, they do. They do. At a certain point, like you gotta keep upping the stakes, you know. They also have like 400,000 secret underground organizations. Maybe they need a group chat too, so they don't overlap. The only Marvel movies you watch were the Iron Man ones. Starting watching the others this week. I like the original Iron Man. I don't really like the follow-up movies. What are your guys' favorite Marvel movies? Because I would say mine are. I mean, not including shows. Like if we're including shows, I would put like WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and I like Thor Ragnarok. I like Thor Ragnarok a lot. But the movie that got me into Marvel, which is a lot of Marvel fans don't like, is Age of Ultron, because I really liked Wanda, and like the moment I thought was really sweet was like, you know, she's like scared to fight, and I was like, oh, she's just a girl like me. She's scared to fight. Not actually like that, but like I really liked Wanda, and she was cool. She was very powerful. And welcome in, Conrad. Hope you're doing well today. Just put. Maybe I should close the windows real loud aside. You guys probably can't hear that, but there's like someone revving their engine. People are always doing that, man. You're back in Spain is winning. Oh my gosh, don't get them started. Just put Gudetama on the chair and get Cookie Clicker run going. Does Cookie Clicker just go on its own? I thought you had to click. Your favorite is Endgame? I didn't love Endgame. Personally. Like I thought it was like necessary to wrap it up. I thought it was a good ending, but as a movie, it wasn't my favorite. Like it had like a lot of fun moments. It was enjoyable to watch. There was a lot of fan service, but if I was like, oh, which is like the best movie, I don't think I'd say Endgame. I thought Infinity War. I prefer Infinity War over Endgame. Some of the villains are hilariously petty. Doctor Doom hates Reed from the Fantastic Four. That he changed the word for toilet in his nation's language to Reed. The other time he gave free Wi-Fi and made the password Reed Richard sucks. I love that. That's a great villain, honestly. That's Doctor Doom is the one that Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be. She's just like me, except way more powerful. Exactly. She's just like me, but she was raised to be a human weapon and can control the power of space and time. Not time, just space. And you know, she's a twin, and she's just like me. And she's dating a robot, like, you know. James Spader's voice as Ultron. Is he the guy? I don't know I didn't know that was his name. Ultron, the movie where the guy with super speed was taken down by a bullet. I know Quicksilver deserved better. How did he get taken? I guess the bullets. I mean, but surely he can outrun the bullets, but maybe he was just more focused on the kid. I don't know. I don't really got it. I didn't really think about that though at the time. You like the first Thor movie? I feel like I got the take. I don't know. It wasn't like bad. But like, is it really the peak? I don't know. I'm a Thor Ragnarok enjoyer, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. You liked Iron Man 3, but your favorite is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. That's probably also in my top. I think Guardians of the Galaxy 1 is like a more like cohesive film, but 2 is so nice. Like, I don't know. 2 is so sweet. I love Yondu, so I'm with you. I'm completely with you there. You might be a human weapon. We haven't seen you fight. Exactly. Maybe I'm like Scarjo. Maybe I'm like Black Widow, you know? Although if I had to pick a widow, I'd definitely be Yelena. Endgame, Infinity War, Guardians 3, Thunderbolts, and Eternal. Oh, you put Thunderbolts so high from start? Okay. Maybe I should check it out. I do love Florence Pugh, but who doesn't? Eternals was good too. You want Eternals 2 more Eternity? Eternals was fun. I feel like I didn't get super into it, but I liked what they were doing. Like I feel like they should make more movies like that are like the vibe and the look and feel of the movie was completely different than other Marvel. Because like, you know, Marvel is always getting criticized for like their cinematography, right? Like everything's very gray and everything. All the movies kind of look the same. And I feel like these days they're trying to like change it up a little bit. And I thought Eternals was very pretty. And the vibe and the atmosphere of the movie was very different. And they really did feel like Eternal guys. I loved this name. I can't remember. I can't remember their names though. The I can't remember who the guy I liked was. If you remember Marvel movie is Thor's The Dark World, I'm holding you to that. I'm gonna retain that information now. Ragnarok was pretty great too. Ragnarok was fun. I loved it. I like the movies where it's not just every superhero fighting for screen time and no character development happens. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't like that either. That's like, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like Endgame didn't really have like character development. I feel like Endgame was just there to end things off in a nice way and really, I mean, just it was for the fans, right? Like it wasn't meant to be like a groundbreaking movie or like a cinematic masterpiece. It was really just for the fans, and I think that's okay too. But I'm a big fan of character development, as you guys know. Some movies are a little too crowded, for sure. But there's definitely like even in like Infinity War, like some characters get more focus than others, obviously. Your favorite movie of all time is The Hunger Games with Charlie. Is it actually your favorite movie? Or are you just saying that because we were talking about Moist Critical yesterday? Your favorite Marvel IP is probably the Daredevil show? I know Stat loves Daredevil. Any Ant-Man enjoyers? I like Ant-Man. I like Ant-Man. He's cool. So much weebness, and here I thought you were cool. We're talking about Marvel, Louise. Come on. Welcome in, though. Hope you are doing well. Ant-Man has the best part. Imagine how much you could do in shrinking size free plane. That's true. But like a lot of superheroes can fly, so like I don't know if you'd really need to do that, you know? Like I feel like if you were Doctor Strange, you could just do the nothing. Like that seems easier than taking the plane. You have to take a look. You have to look at the Marvel movies you've seen because most of them went in one year and out the other. I mean, yeah, I think only a handful really stand out. I also like Loki. I like Loki season 2 with what's his name? Ki Wei Kwan. I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember how you pronounce the name. It's not your favorite. You just wanted to say I knew it. I knew it. You did like Doctor Strange. I like Doctor Strange because of the I like the character arc. That's my favorite. One of my favorite. You guys know my favorite character arcs are actually what would be my favorite character arc? Okay, I mean I love a coming of age movie. Coming of age movies are my favorite. If they make a Marvel coming of age movie, I'm ready. Like they haven't made one yet, but like if they do, I'm ready. And my second one is like the Doctor Strange one where it's like gruff older man. He's kind of like a jerk. Like like House. Like he's kind of like a jerk. But then he learns to become a better person. I love that character arc. But I also love gruff older man takes on a parental role and he kind of sucks at being a parent at the start, but then they grow closer together over their journey. Think The Last of Us, God of War, Logan, those movies. I love those. If there's a movie like that, I'm on board. Is Marvel weeby? Must be a tier 3. Hey, you say that as if you're not already a tier 3 weeb. Come on. But flying is just travel. You can still get to a lot of places with Ant-Man. That's true, but then you have to like enlarge again when you're there. Ant-Man is fun, but they play incredibly fast and loose with the rules of how the shrinking growing mechanic works. Honestly, I'm not the kind of person. Like sometimes I like if when I was watching like Harry Potter, I'm like that doesn't make sense. I get confused if it's like really bizarre because I'm like why don't they just use this spell? Like they were just using that earlier. Like why don't they just use that? That kind of stuff. But when it comes to like nitpicking how the movie's logic works, unless it's like really blatant. Or, okay, I think it depends. Like, if I'm already invested in the movie and I feel like if I'm like buying into the world, I don't question it as much. But then sometimes, yeah, sometimes one thing will take you out, and you're like, "Ooh, like that doesn't make any sense." Like I have a pretty high suspension of disbelief, but at a certain point, it's like, "Ooh, you lose immersion, right?" Girl Loki, yeah, I like Girl Loki. You enjoyed Loki? I like Loki. I like season 2 especially. Your brother met that guy. He seems cool. You love Perks of Being a Wallflower. Is that I don't think that's a I mean, you mean like it's a coming of age movie? I don't think it's gruff older man. You know? It has that guy in it, right? Sorry, I keep calling everyone that guy. Like no one knows what I mean. The guy, Logan something. The boy. The Royal Tenenbaums. Are you saying Royal Tenenbaums is a gruff older man movie? Have you ever seen True Grit? No, I've never even heard of it. And welcome in Blue Flare. Hope you're doing well today. What is Nox stream? Guys, I just found out on Wednesday on his stats stream, he was using his disarm tools, the trap disarm tools. And like I realized every time you use it, it doesn't even use the tools every time. I thought every time it uses the tools. And then I was like, oh, why am I using knock all the time? Because I thought every time you use the lock picking tools, it will use it up every time. So I was like, if you use knock, then you don't have to use the tools. But it doesn't even use it up every time. What's up with that? But you know, some doors cannot be lock picked. You know, like a magically locked door, stuff like that. You can remember the names of all these kids. Exactly, there's so many. How does Ant-Man always know which size to scale to for his original size after using his power? I like to think that every time he changes back, he's like slightly different size. Like he's like normally like 5'10", and then the next day he's like 5'11", and then the other day he's 5'7". He just can't really like judge it perfectly, you know? He just knows he's like a normal human size. Logan Lerman, aka the good Percy Jackson. Those movies sucked, man. I was such a Percy Jackson fan when I was a kid. I loved reading the books. And I was so disappointed by the movie. I remember specifically, I went to go see it with my friend and her uncle. And he drove us out because he was like a school teacher, so he'd also read the Percy Jackson books because like you know the kids like them. We all went to see them, and then we all going home. We were like, yeah, that sucked. And I didn't even watch the second one because I'm like, how do you make the second one? You left out Clarice. Like, Clarice is like a huge part of the second movie. How could you just leave her out? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Come on. Like, I don't even care if Annabeth is blonde. Like, I don't care about that. Like, why were they like 25 and did they leave out Clarice? How did Mija even beat Baldur's Gate 3? With a lot of help. It has Gene Hackman being a gruff old bad dad. Oh, okay, I'm in. I was already in, but now I'm in more. I need to find it. Where I don't know where it is on Canadian streaming services. Are you gonna watch Eddington with Pedro and Joaquin? It's by Ari Aster. It should be out in theaters by now. What is it about? I never heard of it. I'm sorry. I know Yokomoto is a film buff. It's probably a fancy movie, you know? But I'm down. I'm down. Every year, Ant-Man just adds 1 inch to his side. Exactly. Every year, he's just like one inch taller. Although I don't think Paul Rudd is a short guy. He's like an average size guy, no? True Grit is a western made by the Coen brothers, and I think it would be right up your alley. How old is it? Is it like when you say western? Is it from like the 60s? Like this counts as a niche reference, and honestly, I ignored it because I didn't really understand. But I feel like Kovaris always is making references he knows I will not get. Movie is good without reading the book. I know, but I can't unread the book, can I? True Grit is on Paramount Plus. Who has Paramount Plus? Come on. I'm not gonna buy that. Yokomoto watches non-anime movies. Oh no. You don't watch movies only starring Hololive? Do they have movies? I don't know. You just looked at the dates of the show, you get back in your wheelchair. Oh no. Wait, what? How old is it? Oh, it came out in 2010. Okay, okay, okay. When you said Western, I just thought all Westerns are like black and white, but I guess there can be modern Western movies. Okay, okay, I'll write it down. I'll restart my my movie list, okay? I had one and I deleted it because it didn't have much on it. Okay. Oh, I had the Royal Tenenbaums before Draconian told me for the millionth time. Tenenbaums. I don't know where that is though. True Grit. But I don't have Paramount Plus. Maybe it's on Crave. Um, because I am not going to buy Paramount Plus. I feel like it's a bit of a scam. The famous Jet Jackson came out in like 2000. What's that? Like a movie? That's the name of the movie? Oh, the Disney show from 99 to 01. Oh, okay, okay. That's like basically when I was born, okay? YouTube trying to get me to learn about Hololive. We had the same video friend them show up twice in the recommended this week. Ratsy, we told you. You cannot go near Hololive. That is so dangerous for you. You should not ever watch any Hololive content. It was actually a 60s movie that got remade. Which one? The True Grit or Famous Jet Jackson? The Walkman Peel? And I mean, honestly, she gonna use too. I mean, okay. My favorite movies are like 80s movies for sure. 80s and 90s movies. But I don't go as far back as 70s. I don't go to like 70s or 60s. That's like too old, maybe. But I was thinking about my favorite movies recently. My favorite movies are definitely Clueless. These days, Good Will Hunting. I really liked it. And then My Girl. Like I said, love a good coming of age film. I'm sure there's something else I'm forgetting as well, but those are my favorites. Clueless is a masterpiece. It is. It is. It's so good. I love it because Cher is such a nice girl. You know, she's like a very sweet at heart. Like she's a bit clueless, yes, in the name of the movie, but she's very sweet. And like 99% of the time, it's like very cliche. It's like, oh, the popular girl, the rich and popular girl is like really horrible person. It's like I don't think it's necessarily true. Sometimes people are popular because they're nice, right? Like, and I think it's a nice representation where it's like she's she's like naive and she's like you know, she's still young and she's learning, but she has good intention. She has a good heart, and she's very kind. And I think it's also like a good representation of like, you know, she's like, yeah, she's like she likes shopping and she likes like all these like superficial things, but she's also like, you know, like a deep individual, and she's not stupid, right? She is intelligent, like Legally Blonde. Truly ahead of their time. You'll contact YouTube and tell them it's dangerous. Just say don't recommend videos from this channel, okay? That one day after stream where I had a free run video and a K-pop video, I recommended they're listening. They are, they are. I keep getting free run in my like YouTube ads. You're already paying for Netflix and Prime for the games, so no more platforms for them. Yeah, I don't like to keep too many. I think my mom said she got like Crave and Netflix, I'm pretty sure. She got like she tried to like change the internet plan, and then they were like, oh, you can keep the same price, but we'll throw in all these streaming services. And I was like, Mom, I think you got like like I think she was trying to get a cheaper plan, but they were like, oh, you should just keep the price and then get all these streaming services. I was like, I think they upsold you, but like whatever, it's fine. It works out. But yeah, I don't. I have Prime in general for like Amazon and stuff like that. But I share it with my brother. He's still on like the student one, so we just split the price. And then, what else? Yeah, I mean, like I don't really have Prime for the shows. I have Prime for buying stuff on Amazon. From what I've gathered, and forgive me, this is completely wrong. Yeah, fair enough. Eddington is but a small American town split over 2020 quarantine mandates. Oh, it's a COVID movie. The sheriff, Joaquin Phoenix, and the mayor, Pedro Pascal, spark a grudge against each other over said mandates. But it's Ari Aster, so I'm expecting some messed up dark twist. Oh, wait, so you know I don't know who director is. Who is Ari Aster and what movies have they made? Like Legally Blonde. I Legally Blonde is a great movie as well. I wouldn't put it in my top favorites, but it's definitely a classic. So good. Um, Superficial rich girl. Miju. I'm not. Did you see Cher's mansion? I did not grow up like that. Okay, I grew up. We were not rich. Still are not. And Paul Rudd is in Clueless. I know we love Paul Rudd. A classic that happened to your father. They're so hot. They're oh my god, those the ISP or like the telecom companies are the worst, right? But the one thing that really got me, the one thing that really got me is um I called my phone company and I saw that there was like a cheaper plan that was only for new customers and I said, "Hey, can I switch to that plan?" And it was something like, okay, let's just give an example. It was like say it was like $40 for 40 gigabytes of data, okay? And I called them and I was like, "Oh, can you kind of have this plan?" And then they were like, "Hmm." And then they went off and they were like, "Oh, let me see what I can do." And then they called and then when they answered back, they were like, "Oh, we can't do that plan." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have to negotiate." And they're like, "Oh, we can do $35 for 40 gigs of data." And I was like, "Oh, isn't that just better?" And she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh, okay, sure." So she was like, "Yeah, sorry, I can't do that for you, but I can give you a cheaper plan for the same amount of data." And I was like, "Okay." That was like the most like unnegotiating call with the phone company I've ever had. I was prepared to fight, and she was like, "I'll just give you a cheaper one." And I was like, "Great." It was really random. We were like laughing about it. I was like, "Oh, okay." It's funny. Hereditary and Midsummer. I did not like Midsummer. I'm sorry. I watched like most of it, but I was watching it on the plane, and then so when I got to the end, I kind of closed it because I was like, oh, I can't watch this on the plane. But I didn't really enjoy it. I watched it because it was like I was like, oh, Florence Pugh, and a lot of people were talking about it, but um, I didn't love it. I think that it was a bit too creepy. Um, when customer service is on your side, I know it's such a rare occurrence, right? Can I have this plan? No, but I have a cheaper one. I know. I was really confused because like surely they would have just been like, oh yeah, you can have that plan that you're asking for, instead of like without prompting giving me a cheaper one, right? Like they would never do. I guess that customer service person was just really nice, so I appreciate that. But yeah, so now I have a cheaper phone plan. But I think I can go either way with like really like critically acclaimed movies. Like sometimes I watch them and I'm like, this is life changing. Like this is an incredible movie. And then sometimes I like cannot get behind them. Also, I think I scratched my arm. My bad. Um, as a customer service person, we're always on your side. I don't think that's always true, man. So like that person was just especially nice. It depends what they are though. Like I think most of the time, like the phone companies, yeah, the big like you know, I mean, I think with the same phone companies, right? Like you know, like Telus and Rogers and stuff like that. They're always trying to scam you. Like I'll get on the phone with them and I'll be like, hey, um, well, the worst experience I had is like, they offer you a plan and they're like, oh, okay, you can get this internet plan for this price, and then I'm like, oh, that's a good deal, and then they write it all down, and I'm like, oh, that's perfect, and then I sign up for it, and then I got my first bill, and it's like 3 times more than what I said. And then I look at it and they gave me 2 years of like a home security bundle. And I was like, excuse me, like I didn't ask for that. Like I didn't ask for that. And nowhere did they ever say that there was an internet like a home security bundle. And I was like, I do not want that. They're like, oh, but it's like it's included for like $50 a month. And I'm like, I did not ask for that. And then I got them to remove it, right? I called them and I had to like wait on the phone for forever with them. I got them to remove it. And then the next month it was there again. I was like, oh my God, like it's so annoying. They'll tell you one thing and then they'll like secretly add stuff back on to the plan. And then you have to like make sure you're like watching it and see like, hey, you put this back on. So I'm like, I'm so done with them. I hate them. Um, Rogers, probably not your job. You don't deal with people on the phone. If I can solve your issue quickly, I will. I mean, you're like tech. You're like support, right? Like I feel like it's different than the people who are doing like the sales, right? Like the people who are trying to like sell like get you out of the money with the phone plans, right? I took a tetanus shot. My fingers are rusty as hell. I think my tetanus shot. Wait, how often do you have to get a tetanus shot? Because my last one was in high school. They give you one in high school, and I think that's the last one. Um, you should watch The Brutalist. It's Oscar nominated and won some. Do you guys trust the Oscars these days? By the way, unrelated. Also, what is The Brutalist? And do you guys trust the Oscars? Because I feel like sometimes they're a bit weird, right? Like they they nominate or sorry they sometimes they like have someone win for an award when they don't really deserve it, but then they do like these legacy wins where it's like okay like for example it's like Jamie Lee Curtis, right? She won for best supporting actress in Everything Everywhere All at Once, even though the girl Stephanie Sue was also up for it, and obviously she did a much better job. Like it's not like Jamie Lee Curtis did a bad job, but like Stephanie's role was like way larger and like she did way more, right? But they pretty much gave Jamie Lee Curtis the Oscar because it was like, okay, she's been in the industry for so long that she kind of deserves the Oscar, but we never got to give her one, so let's just give her for this role, which makes sense to some degree, but then that's just taking away a role from Stephanie. Or taking away the win from Stephanie, right? Who or another actor who was in that category who deserved it more. And then later on down the line, you're gonna have to give a like a legacy win to that person, right? And then it's like a never ending cycle. It's like what is why? It's such a weird way to do it. You have to get a booster shot unless you've had a unless you've actually had a bite or bad cut. That makes sense. When you canceled your ISP to switch to another company, the rep tried to convince me not to cancel and get me to keep them on as a backup. What the hell is a backup? No one needs that. Come on. You got the shot earlier this year. Did you step on a rusty nail or something, or just for fun? IMDb says a visionary architect flees post-war Europe in 1947 for a brighter future in the United States and finds his life forever changed by a wealthy client. That's a really vague description. I need like the vibes, you know, like is there a gruff older man? Is there a relatable young girl? Like I need to know. Sometimes the descriptions are too descriptive, and sometimes the descriptions are too vague, you know? Yeah, fair enough. Enora deserved to win. Excellent movie for how little of a budget they had. I haven't seen it. Tetanus, I think you need a booster every certain number of years. Yeah. Yeah, I guess. I mean, Draconi just said otherwise. He said you don't need it unless you scratch yourself. So those are my only options. Yeah, that's the only option for getting a shot. It's did you step on a rusty nail, or are you getting a shot for fun? So yeah, for fun. I hope you had a good time. I hope it was a good experience. And I hope you can go back soon, you know? Sean Baker never disappoints with this movie. Okay. I've got to ask now. What is the top movies you've seen in the last year, Yokomoto? I need some recommendations. My list is very small. It only has 2 movies right now. And Walkman Hedgehog is going good. How about you? Your arm was sore for a few days. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun, actually. Yeah, for a few days. Is that normal? I mean, I haven't gotten the shot since I was in high school. Oh no. Okay, Ratsy. It's a loaded question. Okay. I mean, you can go off like categories. The Brutalist tells the story of, that's a lot of accents on a sentence, Laszlo Toth, a Hungarian Jewish architect who survived the Holocaust. Oh, damn. And immigrates to post-war America to rebuild his life. He finds work with the wealthy, enigmatic client, Harrison Lee Van Brugh, that's a long name, whose patronage dramatically impacts Toth's personal and professional life. The film explores themes of immigration, trauma, artistic ambition, and the corrupting influence of power and wealth. That actually sounds That actually sounds good. Um, I like themes of immigration and corrupting influence of power and wealth. There's a lot of capitalist movies these days, or like anti-capitalist movies. I mean, um, very popular subject. I do like those. I like a good feminist movie, and I like a good not like a feminist movie as in like really dark. Like I don't want like a feminist movie that's like like they're free to make those movies. I don't personally want to watch ones that are like really dark. It's like, oh, it's real, like all the awful things about being a woman. It's like I already experienced that. Like I don't need to watch a movie about it. And then I like, you know, like Legally Blonde kind of thing. And I like movies that are like, you know, the girl is really she's pretty, she's, you know, she's girly, but she's still very very smart, you know? Love that. Based on how much the COVID shot hurt, it sounds plausible. Yeah, oh my god, like not being able to sleep on that side. Every time I get on my left arm, because like getting on your right arm is a bit of a pain, right? Get on your left arm, and then I go to sleep, and I'm like, man, I forgot to sleep on my left side. It's painful. Probably should have shortened it. It's okay. It's okay. I like to know the themes. It's only 3 hours long. Yeah, yeah. I say my favorite anti-capitalist movies are Triangle of Sadness and The Menu. Ooh, yeah, yeah. I've never heard of Triangle of Madness. Sorry, Sadness. Sorry. But I've heard of The Menu for sure. But it's like really, it's a bit gruesome, right? I don't mind. Actually, these days I do worse. When I was younger, I mean, I think it depends on the gruesomeness. Cause like recently I watched I enjoyed watching Yellow Jackets, right? Like season one, season two, and then like the most recent season I watched, and it's kind of been like there's some scenes that are like really gross, and it kind of like bothers me like after the fact. Like even now, like when I think about it, I'm like, I wish I hadn't seen that, you know? So these days I feel like especially gross things, I don't really like really violent things. Like I don't mind like surgeries. Like I really don't mind watching surgeries. But like yeah, some of the stuff that kind of bothers me these days. Cause I go to sleep at night and I'm like, oh, that's gross. um you might like the upcoming one with Margaret Qualley and Aubrey Plaza. I do love Aubrey Plaza. Say no more. I will be there. Did you watch Chobits? No. I need to watch more movies apparently. Um I need to watch more movies. You guys know so many movies that I don't. I've been trying to catch up on the old ones because like I think growing up, well I think it's partly because like you know my mom is an immigrant, right? So like she didn't watch a lot. I mean she's watched like the really really famous like not Western movies, but like you know like English movies. Um, she's watched like a lot of those, but like I didn't necessarily grow up watching like well known movies and stuff like that because like she didn't really know about it, right? Maybe I shouldn't blame my mom. Maybe it's just me. But I don't know how like when you're younger, like how do you get introduced to like these classic movies and stuff like that, right? It probably must be your parents. Menu was good. Okay, okay. I didn't know if it was actually good, if it was just like hype, you know, because some movies are just like hyped up, but they're not actually that good. I didn't good, just not good offend, but you definitely look like Zoe from the K-pop Demon Hunters. That's a big compliment. Thank you, thank you. I wanted to do my hair like Zoe's because I like doing my hair like this, but it's a bit short, so like the pieces fall out, so I couldn't really do it. But I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. So thank you. And welcome in, Kina. Comes out next month, and it's called Honey Don't. Okay, I'm there. Aubrey Plaza's there. I'm there. My role model. Basically, a luxury yacht sinks, and the power dynamics between the surviving crew and clients. Since some of the crew have survival skills the group depends on. Oh, okay, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Like the rich people on the boat versus the people who actually can survive. Um, but he was like, yeah, I shouldn't blame my mom. It's at my list. I forgot the platform though. It's on Netflix, I think. Um, Pers Persocom. What? Chobits, Persocom. I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay, I'll write it down. I'll write it down. Triangle of Sadness menu. I mean, I've seen stuff about the menu. I feel like I know what happens. Triangle of Sadness, the menu. What were the other ones? What were the other ones? Chobits. I don't know what Chobits is, but I'll do it. Add the Brutalist. Okay, fine. Add the Brutalist. I'm not saying I'll watch all of these, but I'll check them out. And welcome in, Harris. How are you? Happy Sunday to you as well. Yeah, we're just talking about movies because I want more movies to add to my list. I'm very out of the loop on movies. You know, I want to be more of a movie guy. Because there's some good movies I watch recently. Every time I watch a good movie, I'm like, oh man, there's some really like there's some good movies. But I'm such a like I think also part of it is like I'm such a rewatcher. Like I love rewatching things. So like my capacity for watching new stuff is a lot lower because I'm always liking watching stuff I've already watched. Um, have you seen Barbarian? No, what is it about? But yeah, it's I got some good recommendations for sure. The Office. The Office is long. We were talking about movies, not shows, you know. But the Office is definitely something up there. You need to add Chobits on a movie. Wait, what is Chobits? What is it? Are you guys messing with me? What is it? Is that a reference? It's an anime. Come on, man. Get out of here. It's an early 2000s anime. Come on, don't recommend me anime. This is the anti-weeb stream. Of course, Ernie knows that. Okay, fine, fine. Need to watch Norbit. Isn't that really old movie? I feel like I've seen it. Sorry, Ernie. Oh my gosh, 2007. Let me look it up. Let me look it up. I feel like it sounds familiar. Yeah, I've seen that when I was like a kid. Is it a kids movie? I guess it's like a comedy movie. Is this really what you're recommending? Oh no, it's R-rated. Did I watch it when I was a kid? That doesn't make sense. Maybe I haven't seen it. It just sounds familiar. Are you just saying that because I has Terry Crews in it? I just saw that. I don't think it's mine. I don't really like comedies. I remember it being funny. I don't want to watch a comedy movie from 2007. I mean, some of them probably are still good, but I don't know. And welcome in, Chikano. A level 3 has arrived. I mean, Ernie's here. She's a level 3 as well. We have a lot of level 3s here, actually. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of. We're talking about movies, but I know Chikano's just gonna be like recommending me a bunch of animes. But we were talking about Clueless, and I know Chikano's a big Clueless fan as well. Great movie, such a great movie. Yeah, you guys know I like a good coming of age movie. Like no matter what, I like going back to a coming of age movie. It's like there's something about it, you know. I don't know what it is. They just speak to me, you know. You're wearing your Faye Valentine tee. What is that? Is that from Clueless? Am I supposed to know? Is that from Clueless? As someone in their 20s in Asia now, I'm kind of curious what K-pop band is hot right now. The last one I kind of remembered is New Jeans. New Jeans is still popular. I mean, you can ask them. I mean, chat will know who's popular. I mean, I think Blackpink and Twice are still popular. There's Illit. They're like a new group, like a cute concept group, I guess. Meow. I hear people talking about Meow. I don't know. I mean, if you remember New Jeans, the groups that were popular at the time of New Jeans are still popular now. She's from Cowboy Bebop. Oh my god. You have a Faye Valentine shirt. Oh, we're full of there's so many level 3 weeks. You guys all have a whoever anyone in chat who has a Faye Valentine short is is level 3 immediately. It's obviously, you know, it's a fast track. It's gone missing though. Oh no. Didn't you say, wait, weren't you the one that said Yokomo? I can't, maybe I'm misremembering, but didn't you say like you wore it to your mom's house and then she like judged you for it? Miju, when you drive, to use a follow speed limit approach or a vibe speed approach? Follow speed limit. Depending. Maybe on like the highway vibes. Baby Monster is popular. Yeah, Baby Monster. Yeah. Isn't Cowboy Bebop a tier 1 show? No, I don't think it's a tier 1. That was not you. Okay, never mind. Sorry. Sorry for putting that on you. Cowboy Bebop is like level 2. Okay, sorry. No, but owning the merch is level 3, no? Because like level 2, you don't own merch, right? Okay, maybe I'm misremembering my list. Maybe level 3 is owning a lot of merch. Like maybe if you just own one shirt, then it's like level, you might be still level 2. Merch has I mean, yeah, like there's a difference between having like a sticker, you know, like like a sticker of an anime character versus having a body pillow, you know. Yeah, if you own any figurines, like those, like, you know, the figurines, if you own any of those, that's level 3. What level am I on the K-pop list? The highest level, whatever it is. In terms of like personal investment, you're the highest level. It was a birthday gift, as with the Attack on Titan shirt. That doesn't absolve you. Like that doesn't absolve you, because the fact that people are like, oh, what should I get Yokomoto for his birthday? And they're like, better get him an anime shirt. The fact that people even think that means you're level 3 weeb. Means you're out and well-known weeb. You're known for your weeb ways. Imagine having Halaguratama and Shiva plushies. Hey, these were Dio got this for me. I mean, he got it for free and they gave it to me. Let's go, you win! I mean, I don't know if it's something you want to win. Am I safe with your single fighting game, Nendoroid? I don't know what that means. Nendoroid? Are you saying you have a figurine, is what you're saying? There's no exceptions, Yokomoto. It is level 3. You even have to ask, we know you like VTubers and what are they called? Vocaloid. You're already level 3. You know, there's even if you don't have a figurine, you're still level 3. You just have 7 Nami figurines on your desk? You don't. Do you actually? It's about a movie. It's a movie about a girl who comes across this motel. It's booked by a stranger that ends up trying to kill her in the end. I cannot watch that, man. That's scary. That's too real, no? I don't like movies where it's like it could be real, you know? Like it's like that could happen to me. I don't like that. Yeah, is it League of Legends Nami or is it Nami from One Piece? It also means anime is becoming more mainstream if you think about it. Keep coping, Yokomoto. Keep coping. And welcome in, Young. Hope you're doing well. And welcome in, Ricky. 1 more till 4 years. That's true. Thanks for the 3.9 years. Hope you're doing well today, Ricky. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Replace Miju with Zirconium with him sitting in a place with the room in that background. Safe to assume he'd be a level 3? No. Because it's not like... What about it is like weeby, you know? Except child. Child is the only thing, you know? But the rest of it is like Pokemon, various other stuff, you know? Like this is League of Legends, this is Genshin. I mean Genshin, bit weeby, but you know, mainly Pokemon, Wales, Norway. You know? I'm moving to Japan where people understand your cowboy bebop shirt. True, true. The Japanese people will not judge you ever. Kovar's just trolling. We don't have anime figures, just nerdy ones. I was about to judge him real hard, but I felt like he was doing a bit, you know? I feel like Kovar is always. I feel like half of the things that Kovar says to me are lies, and I'm like way too gullible. And I can't tell which ones are lies. I feel like I have like a lot of facts about Kovaris in my head that are just he was just doing a bit and they're not correct. Mija had that exact same experience at the motel. I've never stayed in a motel. um, Ratsy missed you, Ricky. We all missed you. You're thinking about checking out B. B? What? You got all the pseudo weeb stuff. I just Pokemon, you know? You have a plant back there. They have plants in Japan, level 4. Oh no. I have a plant just to be like a Japanese person. Oh wait. I'm 70% fit. That's true. It really is. It really is. I feel like I'm like I like wholeheartedly will believe something that Kobayashi says, and I'll like say it one day. I'll be like, "Oh, guys, did you know like this?" It's like really incorrect. Are you thinking about checking out Cowboy Bebop? Okay, okay. Yeah, I was like checking out B. I was like, what is B? Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. What are the weird things that you guys like? Do you guys ever had like stuff that people like adults joke to you about when you were kids and you thought it was true, or like people just some like people's dads like always tell them like fake stuff because like the kids will believe it. I feel like Kovaris will do that to his kids. Like I feel like Kovaris will be like just say like completely made up stuff, and then the kid will believe that till they're like 12, and then they'll say it at school, and then everyone's like, what? That's Miji's Fukushima mutated super plant. That's true. It never dies. It never dies. My friend and I are very big fans of Deadpan joking. When the two of us together, Ernie is losing it. Wait, why? As an Asian, we kind of don't have a term like we only have otaku. What categorize you guys in that? Oh, as otaku? Well, I think otaku is just a Japanese version of a weeb, But the weeb has a more like because the weeb for like non-Japanese people has a more like has some aspect of like, oh, because I'm not from Japan. Japan is like this cool foreign place that is cool, like it's like, or I just said cool twice, but like you know what I mean, right? Where it's like they have like some sort of ideas about Japan in their head. I think that's also part of it, where it's like you're not from Japan, so you have this like, you're like, oh, Japan is like this kind of place, you think of a business idea where if you have ordered more than 100 times from the same restaurant, you'll get a free TV. Do you own a restaurant, or is that a bleach drawing behind? No, I would never have a bleach drawing. I'm not an anime fan. He does it to you all the time. Oh no. You think by this point you would know if he was lying. Which drawing are you talking about? You trust anything Kamara says. Honestly, me too. But then sometimes I second guess myself, I learned to be skeptical of him at all times. Yeah, checks out. I need to start learning. My parents never lied to me about stuff, so I legitimately believe your eyes could get stuck cross until high school because your dad told me that. Oh no. He once tried to convince me that the year he was born was wrong. Yeah. Probably believing in Santa Claus was a lie. Yeah, I mean that's every parent lies about that though. That's called that's just straight up gaslighting. That I believe from a certain amount of time was the real Santa Claus. Yeah. You don't own a restaurant yet. So what is this business idea? You're just gonna ask restaurants, if I order from you 100 times, will you give me a TV? I don't think that's gonna fly. You're born in 2026? No way. No way. Well, I tell this story a lot. That I used to think that the handicap parking spots were for people to park their wheelchairs. Because, like, you see like the wheelchair. There's like a wheelchair picture, right? So when I was a kid, I thought people parked their wheelchairs there, but then I was like, I guess when I was a kid, I didn't consider like you park it there and then you like walk away. Like that doesn't make any sense. So then when I saw people like I would see people like I would see cars parked there, right? And I'd be like, oh my god, how dare they park their cars in the wheelchair spot? But I did not think it through when I was a kid. I realized a little too late. Um, gaslighting is I really sound crazy right now. Oh no. You're so shy. You talked with the classmate for the first time after a year. Nice, nice. I hope you can become friends. Sounds like you like the same stuff. Here to warn you guys about the future Marvel movies. Oh no. Wait, you saw the same thing, Harris? I'm glad I'm not the only one. I mean, unless you're talking about you're same for something else. Am I would like not to be the only one who thought who thought the parking spot. I mean, when you're a kid, I feel like you can understand how that happened. Like look at the picture. It's clearly of a wheelchair. So I'm like, oh, wheelchairs go there, you know? But I guess yeah, when you think about it even for a second, it doesn't make sense. I promise I wasn't a really stupid child, okay? Maybe I had a lapse in judgment there. I think I just didn't give it much thought. It's 1-1, yeah. Doctor Doom is one of my favorite characters. Nice, nice. My favorite character is Wanda. Love Wanda. That van stole. Yeah, I was legitimately like up in arms when I was a child. I was like, oh my god, how dare they take away the spots from the wheelchairs? Luckily, I didn't like confront anyone about this. I was a kid, so I wouldn't have done that. We should probably call the cops on them. I'm like snitching. I'm like, how dare they? Imagine if I actually like did, and then the person I told would have to explain to this child that that's not how wheelchair spots work. Honestly, if I was an adult and I had parked in the disabled spot, and like, and then like some kid came up to me and they were like, "Excuse me, you're not supposed to park there." I would think it was so funny, but so cute. And welcome in, Laura. Hope you're doing well today. You still wouldn't confront someone? I mean, I wouldn't in that situation. Like, it's not really my concern. Maybe not in public. Like, I would stand up for someone I know, but like, it just in a strange, like, I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a weird behavior. And I think like, you know, the people who like will be like, oh, you shouldn't be sitting in this seat because you're not disabled. It's like, that's kind of a slippery slope. You don't know who's disabled, who's not. I don't usually. I think it's I don't know if it's a Vancouver thing or just like everywhere thing, but we just don't really like get in anyone's business, you know. Like everyone just kind of minds their own business, and then the people who don't are like annoying. So it's not the same. Your brain is disabled, probably. I don't think you can. I don't think you can get a handicap parking spot for having like ADHD, Ratsy. Some lady yelled at me out her car window yesterday because I didn't let her cut across 2 lanes of traffic when I was the right of way. No, yeah, there's always some people like that, huh? I'm like, what? Why? Like some people are just really, really entitled. Here we're passive aggressive about it. That's not how I would. I hate passive aggressiveness. That's the thing for me. It's like passive aggressiveness or condescending people. Like when it comes to like Twitch chat or YouTube comments, the condescending ones are really annoying. Because it's like, come on, just say it to me straight, man. Should have yelled back at her. You honestly, I don't even think you would do that, Chicano. You meant your suspected autism. I still don't think you can get a handicap spot for having autism. I think it's more for physical disabilities. You're tempted to politely explain Brittany was in the car and she would have shriveled up. I mean, okay, are you guys the type of person where it's like, are you the friend where if like say you're with a friend and you're in a store and you need to ask the employee for something. Are you the friend that's like, just ask, I'll ask for you, you know? Or are you the person that's like, oh, we shouldn't ask. Like, I'm just gonna leave the store without getting this item, even though I could have asked the employee. Like, which person are you? You're that guy. Which guy? Um, you're evil. Nah, Chikano. We were running late for Mamma Mia, and as we were skirting to our seats, one of the guys who walked past went, "It's important to keep track of time." Ew, that's the worst. Um, just go talk to whoever. Yeah, exactly. You're the second one. Kavaris is the first. I feel like you need like in a relationship or in like a friendship, you need one person that's like willing to ask. You know, you can't have two socially anxious people in like a relationship or in a friendship. Like you'll never get anything done, you know? Um I think when I was younger, I was the second one, but I grew out of it. And now I'm like, I don't care. I think before I was thought like, and I think before I was like, oh, people are judging me, like people are looking at me, but now I realize they're not. Depends on the mood and the question. Oh, okay, I see. I mean, that's good. That's good. You're getting there. And he's a big self checkout. I mean, so am I. If I had the choice between a self checkout and a normal checkout, I would take the self checkout. At my cottage in 2022, you got two of your buddies and me invited to a bachelorette party 2 doors down. Sorry, Rusty, how is this relevant to anything? Is this about talking to strangers or what? I'll look for one of those little kiosks that shows you where things are. If I cannot find one, you cut your losses on DoorDash. Come on. You just gotta ask one time and you'll realize it's not that bad. They're not gonna be like, how dare you ask me? Like, if anything, they don't really care, you know? You love the invention of self checkout. You will climb the shelf before asking for help. Oh my gosh. Actually, yeah, I don't like asking people to get stuff from the top shelf. It's a bit annoying. Because, like, usually, I mean, honestly, usually the store's not busy enough for someone to be, like, there, you know? You strongly dislike self checkout. You like going through the line and chatting. I feel like isn't that like a Midwest, like, like a stereotype? You know that people are very chatty. Cause like if you come here, I mean, you guys went to Washington State recently, right? Like in the Pacific Northwest, at least from my experience, everyone's very like we don't do like small talk. Like we don't do that. We don't talk to strangers. Like we like if you tried to talk to someone, like most people would just be like a bit annoyed. Like they'd be like quite dismissive and annoyed. Talking to strangers, they're just friends you don't know. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't necessarily make friends with strangers, but I don't mind asking when I need help, you know? At the storm fighting, there was like pallets in the aisle blocking the item I needed, so I grabbed a long random item to reach the item I want and grabbed it. No need to ask for help. That's very resourceful of you. Nice. I mean, who would you even ask for help, Chikono? You're pretty tall already, right? Like, do you have to find someone that's like even taller than you? Like, or like has longer arms? The thing is, they talk to strangers, but it depends on the scenario. It's definitely a Midwest thing. I think I would die in the Midwest. Like if people kept coming up to me and be like, "Hey, how are you? Where are you from?" Like I'd be like, "Oh my god, like leave me alone." um, Miju would call you out if you went to an express lane with 11 items at a time. I'm ready to snitch. I'm ready. No, I'm kidding. Um, you guys came to my hood. Like not Seattle. It wasn't Seattle. It was somewhere else. Um, you don't make friends either. That requires good. So you just talk to strangers and they don't like it. It wasn't very high up, just a pallet was blocking it. And you're not tall. Aren't you like 5'10"? That's pretty tall. You want to visit your brother? Yeah. Just chat and eventually we part ways. Are they enjoying the chat? Or are they like bothered? Wait, what is it like in Toronto? Is it like the same vibe as Vancouver? Like, do people keep to themselves? I mean, you're not in Toronto, but like, you know what I mean? Aren't Midwestern people usually descended from Scandinavians? Have become so different? What happened? Yeah, what happened? 5'10", definitely not tall. That's like pretty tall though. Like not like most people would be shorter than you, no? Unless people are just extra tall. I don't know. You can't tell you're chatty. So when you're chatting, you can't tell what the other person is feeling. Is what you mean? Like so you're too engrossed in the yapping to pay attention to the other person. And welcome in Rad. Hope you're doing well today. A lot of people in Minnesota are Scandinavian or German, and they love chatting, huh? You suck at social cues. Oh no, Ratsu. Maybe they maybe I mean, who knows? Who knows? I guess you just got to keep trying, you know? Honestly, it's kind of up to them to excuse themselves from the conversation. Like um, some people are like not direct enough, you know? Some people are not confrontational enough. I feel like you need a certain level of confrontation, otherwise you're gonna get into situations where you can't leave. You know, like if someone comes up to you and starts talking to you and then you realize they're trying to like sell you something or like, you know, like they're trying to like invite you to like some sort of cause or whatever, do you guys just like how quickly do you dismiss the conversation or do you guys just let them keep talking to you? Because some people like we'll just like let them keep talking and then like they'll be stuck there for like they're like someone posted on Reddit recently, they're like, oh, there's this like scammer on the street and they came up to me and then they talked to me for like an hour and everyone's like, you let them talk to you for an hour, you know, you could just like leave the conversation. And they were like, oh, but I'm too shy. And I'm like, no, you cannot put yourself, you cannot let yourself in that situation. That is up to you. Like obviously, ideally, people wouldn't do that, but like you got to take care of yourself, man. You got to stand up for yourself. We went to a local a few weeks ago. There's a couple players I finally met IRL, and those dudes were like mad tall, like 6'3". Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, but 5'10" is not short. Everyone here are tall except for you. Oh no. Do you have to ask people for help at the grocery store? You're 6'2". Really? I didn't know you're that tall. I guess I've never seen you. Oh no, I must have seen pictures of you side by side with Ernie. I guess I just thought I was like, oh, I know Ernie's short because like we're the same height. So I just considered. I was just like, oh, come on, I was just supposed to be like average height. Oh, read it again. Oh my god, -2. Oh, so you're also 5'10". 6 and -2. Oh, okay. I thought that was just a typo. I don't know what people are typing. Okay. Yours are 5'10". That's still pretty tall. Um, if they don't directly say, "Hey, don't chat with me," it's something I'm gonna assume it's fine. I mean, that's completely valid, honestly, Ratsi. Like, I think people should just be like if someone says like, "I gotta go," like, "Sorry, it was nice chatting to you. Take care," you know, then it's the end of conversation. I think it's up to them. If people are too non-confrontational or too shy to leave the conversation, like I don't think it's up to you to like read their mind and know that they want to leave. You know, I think they should use their words, personally. Just dip as soon as you can. Sorry, gotta go. I mean, yeah, I don't even entertain the conversation. I know we were talking about like when you go to Costco, there's those people trying to sell you solar panels. They don't try to sell it to me, but they're like, oh, I can't get past them. I'm like, what? Just like don't even say anything to them. Like I just say like, nope, sorry, bye. I just keep walking. 5'7" isn't short either. 5'7" is like average. Um, to be fair, you prefer to be short. I mean, you would say that. How short would you want to be? Like, do you want to be my height? Do you want to be 5'1" buddies with me and Ernie? Um, my commute takes me past a middle school, and I've seen more than one schoolgirl taller than me. I mean, to be fair, sometimes the 12-year-olds can be real tall. Like, sometimes they hit their growth spurt really early, and some of the kids are like 6 foot. You know. Speaking of pictures of Kavars and I, did I show you a Christmas picture of us in Ernie and Bert sweaters? Yeah, I think that's one I've seen. I think I've seen some like Halloween costume photos. This woman I work with was in town from Mexico, and she gave me one of those hugs where I already had let go with both arms, and she was still committed. That's the worst. And welcome in, Kalani. How are you? We just says 5'7" is average, as she calls me short. Yeah, you're on the short side of 5'7". Um, and welcome in. Oh, yeah, well, I just said welcome in. Sorry. How are you today, Kalani? Um, was Kavaris in the Ernie sweater? Kavaris would. Come on, I bet Kavaris wanted to. So then people would ask, you'd be like, "Oh, Ernie, you must be Ernie from Sesame Street," and then Kavaris is like, "No, I'm Ernie." Like I think you would love that. Um, you're doing good. I'm glad to hear. I'm doing good too. However tall Keiichi Tsuchiya is. I have no idea who that is, man. But they sound Japanese, so maybe they're shorter. 99 from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, by the way. Yeah, crazy how it's from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Yeah. we weren't talking about anime though. We had a brief level 3 weeb conversation. We said if you have a Faye Valentine shirt, you're level 3. And Yokomoto was trying to talk his way out of level 3, and I was like, never gonna happen. And Wakaman Angel, how are you? He's a drift king, put some respect on it. He's a driver. What you mean? Every kid in your family has a Christmas ornament of a Sesame Street character, and yours was Ernie. Aw, that's sweet. Wait, is there even enough Sesame? I mean, I guess you're okay. I guess your family's probably not as big as Ernie's. I was like, is there enough Sesame? I don't know how many Sesame Street characters there are. You want me to wear the hat? Okay, wait. Actually, I'm just gonna BRB real quick, and I'll wear the hat when I come back, so it doesn't cut into your time. How about that? Delete 4 kids. Yeah, that's still a large amount of kids, but compared to Ernie, I guess it's a small amount of kids. He invented drift. Oh, okay. How tall is he? Okay. BRB. And when I come back, I'll be Mitao, as Angel requested. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. Says he's 5'6". That's not a bad height. That's not the worst. He would be tall enough to reach a lot of stuff, you know. Um, and I'm glad you guys enjoyed the dance party. A lot of Koreaboo emos. Are they even? Oh yeah, I guess That's Jenny. That's Jenny. I see it. I see it now. It's kind of hard to see who it is. That's Jenny too. Wait, are they all Jenny? I guess there's a. I mean, I do love Jenny. What's made you like 4'12"? Exactly, Ratsy. Jenny, yes, Jenny. I'm like opening them all, and I'm like, it's Jenny again. Oh, actually, you guys know I'm always flaming idols for their vocals, but I feel like Jenny has improved recently. Which, I knew my girl could do it, Apparently she's been getting vocal lessons from like a really famous, I mean, obviously like she can get like any vocal coach she wants. Apparently she's been doing vocal lessons, which is so cool. I'm very happy about that. Hat's so sick. Thank you. Thank you. She didn't need them. Everyone needs them, man. Even like I said, even Beyonce has a vocal coach. Everyone can do with one. It's always good to have, you know, development. Imagine being a pro singer but can't sing. I mean, you're the Lisa fan, man. You're the Lisa fan. She was more of a yeah, exactly. Jenny was trained as a rapper, but she says recently, she said recently that she's enjoyed singing a lot, and she never really got to. I don't think she was trained at all. I don't think she was trained at all during her trainee days. From what it sounds like, she said like she never really got a chance to explore her vocals and like learn about how learn the vocal, like learn how to sing and stuff like that. So for someone who doesn't have any formal training, she actually had a lot of potential. But yeah, I think she's definitely like she had like a good like baseline, but then like it with some like formal training, then it will help her. It will help her sing more comfortably, right? And like be able to do more with her voice and experiment more. But yeah, she was basically just trained for rap because they were like, oh, you speak English, you rap. which is how they decide rappers. Which I always say like 90% of K-pop rapping is like they don't actually really care about like the art of rapping. They're just like, we need someone to talk quickly and speak English, you know? Like it's always like that. You're the Lisa fan, sick burn. Thank you. Thank you. She needs a choreography coach. I think she just has like stamina issues. She's always kind of had stamina issues, right? It's been kind of like on and off. She's quite inconsistent with her stamina. But who knows what goes on like behind the scenes. People are saying like apparently she's been vaping a lot recently, so that probably doesn't help with like your lung capacity and stuff. It does not help. But I think she always had like, I don't know. Like maybe she has some sort of like medical issue. Like she's not obviously not like she doesn't need to share that with anyone. But yeah, she's always been very consistent in terms of stamina when performing. You don't need a choreography coach. You're always shrooming. Of course not. Of course not. Rose speaks English, but she's not a rapper. I mean, yeah, because they already covered the rapper roles. Yeah. Only G Dragon and TOP are real rappers. Yeah, exactly. They don't actually really care about rapping, right? They're just like, okay, we're just gonna like speak fast and do like a rap line, but like it's not. They don't rap like very seriously. Miju, Kalani, and I. Oh, Miju, I'm not included. Kalani and I were wondering when you're gonna learn tutting. I don't know. I can't even do like I don't think I'm ready to branch out into other styles yet, you know? Like I'm doing like the open K-pop style, a little bit of hip hop. I cannot do hip hop apparently. So I don't know. It's gonna be a while before I can branch out. She's been in LA for a while. That'll do it. Yeah. A lot of. I mean, I get maybe everyone in LA is just vaping it up. You know English. At least I don't have certificates. Certificates for what? The only thing you need is a Just Dance choreography rest for Rasputin. That is like breaking your knees, you know? Like I actually do not need that. Kalani sent her that USOB tutting vid. Someone danced to USOB. I'm just saying I'm not my dancing skills, my dancing technique is not quite there, you know? Like B2? Sorry, I have no idea what you mean. Rasputin is so tough. That part where you have to like go down, and then like kick out your leg. You know the part. You know the part. I'm like, oh my knees, like I cannot do it. Give it a decade. Yeah, I just need to work on my. I just need to work on my technique. You know, it's tough. It's tough. English level B2 certificate. Oh, I don't think we have the same like levels here. Like I don't think it's like a standardized thing. Because like here we have different tests. We have like TOEIC and we have IELTS, or maybe that's only for Japanese people. I actually have no idea. B2 to Be's evil twin. True. Difficulty levels of English. I'm assuming it's like GLPT and whatever. Trying to break the knees. You learn Black Mamba. True. Black Mamba would be a fun dance. I think what's on my list is what was I learning? I was learning Whiplash. One look given Whiplash. That one. Time to take a nap. Enjoy your nap. You and Ratsy can be napping buddies. um. But yeah, there's also what was I learning? I think it was Whiplash. I can't do new as much as I love the New Jeans dances. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it because like they're very like groovy, very hip hop, right? And I'm not really good at that. It's quite hard for me. Oh, I was learning Eve, Psyche, Bluebeard's wife. I was learning that one. But yeah, New Jeans dances are too hard. What about TOEFL IBT? That sounds kind of familiar, but I'm not sure. I think there's different. It probably depends what language you're coming from. I'm not really sure. One look given Whiplash. Exactly, exactly. Learn Jellius by Illid. I don't know. I haven't seen that dance. I'll have to see. And I was trying to learn Like Jenny, but Like Jenny was so hard. I couldn't do it. There's so many isolations that I like cannot do a single isolation. No part of my body can be isolated. But yeah, it's a napping buddies. Let's nap, bro. Wouldn't you? It's like remember we used to talk about bathing with your homies. Now it's napping with your homies. Um, so Miju is not like Jenny. I cannot rock like Jenny. Okay. Um, maybe your mother tongue is Spanish. Yes, I know. I could tell by your name, and I think you've told me before. Uh, gotta do everything with the homies. Exactly, exactly. Nothing wrong with that. Go to if you guys went to Japan with your buddies, would you guys go to the onsen with your buddies? Would you bathe with the homies? Um, did you sacrifice Gail? Ernie wouldn't. Ernie would know. Ernie knows that I would be upset. But he's always like asking, like when he's like, okay, should I sacrifice myself now? And you're like, Gail, no, you have so much to live for. You shouldn't do it. And he's like, you're right. I don't want to. I want to live, and we're gonna figure this out. And then 5 minutes later, he's like, should I sacrifice myself? And I'm like, Gail, I already told you. There was like a meme I saw that was like, there's like a button or whatever, and there's like a cat, and you're trying to get Gail to like not do it. um, is that the naked bath thing? Yes, yeah. Aren't all baths naked? Yeah, I mean in the main, yeah, they generally are. I would because they do it in P3 to P5, and you're level 3. That's good, and you don't have any tattoos yet, right? So you can still go. Although I think some places are okay with tattoos. You just have to cover them up. Who else would I trust to wash my back in the onsen? Okay, yeah, people don't do that. um, yeah, so you can do that with your buddies, but everyone will be like looking at you. Everyone will be like, who are those guys like washing each other's backs? Like, come on. That's why I specifically got no tattoos because you want to go into the onsen. Yeah, yeah. Your tat covers the whole section. Yeah, you might have a little bit of an issue, Kalani, but you might have to find a tattoo-friendly onsen. Because there's no way a normal onsen would be okay with a lot of tattoos. Like, especially your level of tattoos, that's a lot. Because like usually like, um, you would probably like they'd probably like if there's ones that you can cover with like a band-aid, then it's fine. But generally, I don't think there's a band-aid big enough. Um, you feel way too uncomfortable. I mean, that's valid. That's valid. For me personally, I guess maybe it's because I like grew up with it, right? And I went to onsens growing up. But for me personally, like I feel like nudity is not necessarily like like something to be like ashamed of or embarrassed of or sexualized. Like I feel like it's just people's bodies. Like we all have bodies, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like there's nothing really wrong with that. But I feel like it's also very different if you grow up in different cultures. You have tattoos on both forearms and one on a calf. You'd be really warm if you went to Japan. Yeah, yeah. Um, I mean, it's probably fine as a tourist. Like, no one's gonna think you're in the Yakuza because you're like some white guy. Like, I don't think anyone would think that, but maybe, yeah, you might have some places that are like, oh, you can't come in here because you have like very visible tattoos. But you also have some places that might be like, you can't come in here because you're a foreigner, you know? So like, you probably don't want to go to those places anyway, so it's probably fine. But it's probably better to cover it up. It depends how big they are. Tattoo artists should make it clear to the clients after you campaigns with the homies. Yeah, they gotta let you know. Um, what's onsen? It's like hot springs. The Japanese hot springs, and it's like you bathe and then you go in the hot spring. You don't have a body yet since you won't be born until 2026. That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. You do need. You're just like a not even a embryo yet. You know, like you're just you're still waiting. You're very eloquent for a -1-year-old. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, there's a. I mean, people ask me if I'd ever get a tattoo. I just don't feel. I feel like you have to really want a tattoo to like get one, right? Because like obviously it's a very expensive, and painful experience, and it's gonna be on your body forever. So like obviously I think you have to really want one to get one because like for me it's like it's like you not I need a reason to get one and there's nothing I really want. When I was a teenager I wanted some tattoos, but I'm very glad that i I had to wait, you know, like if I was allowed to get tattoos when I was a teenager I would absolutely regret it now. You see some Joker's points go way up after using onsen. I'd assume it's good for your stats IRL. I mean, it's probably very relaxing, yeah. Don't worry about the Japanese words. It's safer if you don't learn them. That's true. You don't want to go too far down the weeb path. Um, I've always said tats gotta have meaning. Yeah, exactly. Like you wouldn't just get one just to have one. You know, I mean, unless you already have a bunch. I think that then a lot of people will just get them for fun. But if you like don't have any tattoos, I feel like it's just like, for me, I'd want to really want it, right? Because like I have to really go out of my way to get one, and it's gonna be on my body permanently. So, I don't really personally have anything that I'd really want. You like the one you have? What is one you have again? I don't know if you ever told me. Get a Charles White portrait. In 10 plus years, people think it's Keanu Reeves. What? On my body? Do you think Most Critical will meet up with me if I got a tattoo of him? One Direction oh my god, don't even get me started. I probably wanted some like Ed Sheeran tattoo, let's be real. Very glad I wouldn't get, not like of him, but probably like lyrics or something. I can't even remember. I think I wanted something like that. Onsen gives you health and resistant boots and Monster Hunter portable stay as well, so maybe I'd consider it. Ooh, maybe you gotta check it out. I never even put up a poster. I can't imagine getting a tattoo. Poster's too permanent. You might put a few holes in the walls. Wouldn't get a full back tattoo of Rosie. Maybe it's time, Ratsu. I don't know if she would meet up with you for that though. I think she might be uncomfortable. One chick on the arm, one weeb. Yeah, that would be very representative. You wanted a Fate Stay Night Command spell tattoo when you're a teenager? Is it an anime? Teen Miji wanted the Ed Sheeran plus size. Oh my god, that'd be so cringe. A friend of mine just did the whole cursed ceiling the Sasuke has from their neck to their back and arm. That sounds really big. I don't know what that is, but it sounds really big. It's a quote on both of my wrists. Madness is not a state of mind. Madness is a place. Let's go there, shall we? Oh, wait, I feel like I remember something like this. A quote. Get a tattoo of eyes on your eyelids. No more makeup, and people can't sneak up on you. Genius idea, Kaparis. You should do that yourself. I mean, oh yeah, I forgot. I do have a tattoo. I have face tattoos. My eyebrows. I forgot my face tattoo. Sorry. Um, a sick. You're singing Itachi. I'm assuming since Kalani responded like that, it's a Assuming since Kalani responded like that, it's an anime. Um, I've seen a bald guy tattoo my hairline. Yeah, that's probably not the best. At that point, maybe just get like I know people you can do like microblading to like fill in a little bit of your hair, but like a hairline probably will not look the best because like judging by how my eyebrows looked after a while, on the hairline would look really bad. Because like the really thin lines tattoo, they do like blur out. Um, I think a lot of people don't realize like tattoos, while they are permanent, they will change over time, right? Like especially certain details or certain parts of your body, if you get tattooed, they will not be like the same as when you got it like forever, you know? So I think a lot of people don't realize that. Miju got to go to the onsen then? Yeah, with my face tattoos. They didn't know. Miju is catching up to Tim with her tats. I mean, I've got my eyebrows tattooed like 4 times now, so yeah, gotta know. I think I have more face tattoos than Tim because I don't think he has any. Um, but yeah, Michael Jackson tattooed his hairline and his scalp. Ooh. But I feel like surely he can afford like the hair transplant, right? He doesn't need to get a tattoo. But Michael Jackson made a lot of cosmetic decisions. You're gonna tattoo your whole face onto your face so that I never look older. So smart, so smart. Um, face tattoo. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that bad because it's not like a tattoo needle. It's not like the tattoo. What is it called? The machine thingy that going "wing" like that. It's like a. It sounds actually really terrible. It's called microblading. It's a blade made of needles. Which sounds awful. And yeah, it's as bad as it sounds. They put numbing cream on it, but it's still like scratch, 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 scratch. It is every time I go back, I'm like, I can't hurt that bad because I forget how much it hurt. And then I'm like, it is not a fun time. It feels like a cat scratching you over and over onto your eyebrows. Which is I guess not the worst pain in the world, but like it's not the best. His face is too beautiful to get tats on it. Exactly, exactly. You wouldn't like you can't wreck the masterpiece that is his face. When you got your eyes tattooed where he wears the artist's hand with slit. I mean my eyes aren't tattooed, my eyebrows are tattooed, so no. It's not like it's a very deliberate motion. Imagine like a knife and you're like pressing down and scratching like this, like this. So it wouldn't they wouldn't really mess up. It's not like if you slip, it will do the tattoo in the wrong place. You have to really press in. Never get an ankle tat. Worst pain I've ever felt. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's I don't know what the worst pain I've felt is. It might be the eyebrows. Well, I don't know what else it would be. Maybe after I got my wisdom teeth out, that was kind of painful. Like that was a whole like bone pain. I feel like is so different, like because it's like it feels like it's like not the surface that hurts. It's like deep in your jaw it hurts. That's the worst. That might be the worst pain. But I'm fairly lucky that I haven't had any like really major injuries or really traumatic like medical things or anything like that. So I think yeah, that's probably the worst pain I've felt. But that's probably pretty bad though. You just called a tattoo machine. Oh, okay. Yeah, they don't use the machine because, like back in the day, people would get their eyebrows tattooed with the tattoo gun, and they were like black and they looked really bad. The microblading is like a more modern thing, and even after that, there's now something called nanoblading, which I think is, even more advanced. Um, Worst pain when new jeans got eyes. Okay, okay. Um, the wisdom tooth recovery for you was terrible. I had to go in for follow-up emergency surgery because one of them got infected. Oh no, that happened to my cousin. Um, it's I heard it was really yeah. You probably had it worse than me. Like mine, I had a pretty normal recovery, which was good. I got all four out, but it was it was like a as smooth as recovery as you can have. But yeah, that sounds terrible. I'm sorry. Um, back in the day, yeah, back in the day. Micro nano molecular blading coming soon. The quantum eyebrow blading one day. Yeah, it was the things we do for beauty. Um, Also it was just convenient because like I was born, not born, but like I was blessed with having like no eyebrows, so it's nice. It's worth it to have eyebrows, you know? You ate a burger right after having your wisdom teeth out. My mouth was like super numbed, so I couldn't eat anything. Getting your wisdom teeth pulled in the middle of boot camp. So, oh my god, that sounds worse. Okay. And you did you have to go back on the same day? Or did you get some days off? Why microblade when you can rollerblade? True, true. Imagine Bluetooth blading. I feel like that's not in the line of the micro and nano. Um, Angie all the time. Yeah, I get eyebrows like this. Prominent eyebrows is a top trait. Yeah, having eyebrow hairs is. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Yeah, if I could have, if Ernie could donate some eyebrows, if I could get them grafted on, that'd be great. But yeah, I was blessed with, cursed with having very, like 3 eyebrow hairs, you know? But yeah, so I mean, you win some, you lose some, okay? Like we all have our. What would you guys say is your um? You won the genetic lottery and lost the genetic lottery, you know? Because like, I think I lost when it comes to my eyebrows. Oh, and no, actually, my biggest genetic loss is my vision. My vision sucks. And like I think I like didn't I think I didn't have any chance of having good vision, you know? Like I think I was just done for. I could have never looked at a screen or never looked at a book in my life and still had terrible vision. Um you have big fuzzy caterpillar brows. You and Ernie, if you guys have kids, your kids hopefully will have really strong eyebrows because you guys both have good eyebrows. Um, my chat broke. Okay, you completely lost the genetic lottery. Like I didn't get a single number. That's not true, Angel. Come on, you gotta have something. Ah, my chat. Okay, wait, let me refresh it. Okay, hold on. There we go. They gave me 2 days off but forced me to eat nasty cottage cheese and bland jelly. Ew. I was just eating like soup and stuff, like really like mashed potatoes, stuff like that. When I'm actually an old man, they're gonna be crazy. Yeah, the white eyebrows. You used to shave a slit in your eyebrow. Very edgy. Big old eyebrows and thick oh, the lashes. Yeah, jealous. Your hair is your pride and joy. True, you have a lot of hair. You have some of the longest eyelashes of anyone I know. That's nice. Do you ever curl them? Um, but a good trade-off for those guns. True, true. Miju's vision was cooked from the start. I know my vision was so bad. Kovar's and Ernie's kids gonna have a monobrow. Yeah, they'll have like crazy eyelashes. Um, Worst vision. Best? You're thinking too hard. I mean, I'm sure you got something. Your eyelashes and eyebrows leave smudges on my glasses if they sit too close on your face. No. That's crazy. I can see you rocking that. Yeah, I think Chicano would actually look good at the eyebrow slit. I feel like Chicano would. You could like. I feel like you should get into makeup. I could see that. Me just shave a slit in your eyebrow. I can't. They're tattooed on. Easy your eyes. You got unlucky in your dad's intimidating eyes. So folks, you're clear at me like place at the gym while I work at the K-pop and idol music through heaven. That's perfect. I love that. I'm like, I think I have like resting kind of on like unapproachable face, but I'm also like not that intimidating. So sometimes people still approach me anyways. I don't like people approaching me in public. But if it's like a nice older woman, I don't mind. Because usually they're really kind. They're like, "Oh, you're so beautiful," like, and I'm like, "Oh, thank you." But if it's like a guy my age, I'm like, "Do not look at me. Like, stay away from me." I paid one kid $50 to shave off his eyebrows, and he did it. Oh no! Chicano out here taking advantage of the poor. True. Playing his own Squid Games. Your vision was cooked too. Had glasses since the fifth grade. Same. I think wait, actually, I might have been grade 4. It was definitely something like that as well. My vision was so cooked. And welcome in Solar. Monobrow is easy for me to grow. You have to shave that part every 3 weeks. You should try plucking it instead of shaving it. It'll probably give you more time. You're born with bad eyes, yeah. No, I think Kalani was too. We're saying that we have bad vision as well. You should split each eyebrow into 3. Oh my gosh. Makeup, you don't do that? I feel like you could rock it though. You paint your nails black, but that's as much makeup as I do. I mean, I don't think it's really makeup. It's more like, yeah, it's a bit different. That 5 foot, like 100 pounds of pure muscle on a blind person. Is that me? Thank you, thank you. One day. Also, I'm 5'1", bro. How dare you take that away from me? My vision is also not great, but I like wearing glasses, so it works out. Okay, that's not bad. You only have one eye working. You're disadvantage when you're playing games. You only see half screens. Oh yeah, it's hard. You can eat a lot and not gain weight. That's true. That is true. And you can rock a cloud cosplay. Vision started blurring in 3rd grade. Yeah. My vision got bad really young, and I remember by the time I was like 12, my mom was like, your vision was as bad as mine was in college. Like this is you're already on a bad track, and I'm like, thanks, mom. But you're 5'2". Do you shrink? Yeah, I shrink in the summer and I grow in the winter. I can eat a lot and gain weight. Whoa, double. Don't pluck your beard, Ratsy. That's not a good idea. Definitely shave the beard, pluck the eyebrows. Your homeboy was trying to be a seal. Oh, like a Navy SEAL, but his vision was cooked, so he couldn't. Is that true? You can't have bad vision in the. I guess, cause like if you're out in the army, not the army. If you're out in combat, you can't exactly be like, hold on, guys, let me put in my contacts. Like, I guess it's fair enough. Oh, then I'm safe. I'm safe from conscription. Not only am I small and weak, I'm also very blind. Reverse Ant-Man, instead of getting 1 year, 1 inch taller, me just shrinks 1 inch. Oh no. You never pluck any of my facial hair. Yeah, that sounds a bit painful. You gotta have like perfect stats for any of those branches. I see. Well, I was never planning to go there, so I'm fine. Should have used the onsen more. True. Bad eyesight only stops you from being in certain branches. Oh, okay. I guess you can't just filter out everyone with bad eyesight. Tried to be in avionics, electrical, and aircraft, and your vision cooked all of that. Oh no. What if you get LASIK though? Can you be in it late? I mean, obviously, like not anymore, but like if you had LASIK, that's fine, probably, right? I guess a lot of people wouldn't have LASIK at the age that you would go into it, because like normally you don't really get LASIK till you're in like your late 20s or 30s, because your vision probably hasn't stabilized yet. You have mad vision and you're colorblind. So you're never flying a plane. That's okay. So if you have bad vision, you can't get drafted. I'm sure in an emergency they would still. I think you just can't be like a special part of the army. You're on the plastic list, but they tried to. Oh, the LASIK list, but they tried to trick me to re-enlist for it. I mean, LASIK is not that expensive these days, right? Like, I think you can get LASIK for like 1,000, which is still like a lot, but like for the price of like never wearing glasses again, that's a pretty good deal. Cause like, what, you get like 10 pairs of glasses and like you're kind of already there. And for me, my contacts, if I wear contacts every day, then it's like $600 a year. So like at that point, it's like way cheaper to just get LASIK than to get everything else. For free is a thing. I know, but like you have to go. We have to go back into the Marines, right? They're gonna send you out to sea. Oh no. I'm ready. I'm ready. If we ever get in a fight against the aliens, I'll be there. I'll be there. Hey, hey, like I always brag about, I'm a really good shot. I could be the sniper guy, you know? I could be the shooting guy, you know? You don't need to be strong to do that. I think I'm good. I'm tough. I can handle it. Can I carry a lot of stuff? No, but I'll have LASIK by then. The aliens would cook me to death. No, they wouldn't. I showed you my gun shooting thingy. I was pretty good. Are you a good shot? You can't see, Drew. But yeah, I'll have LASIK by the time the aliens invade. Okay, I'm ready. By the time Silver Surfer shows up and he says, "Hey, Galactus is coming," then I'll have had LASIK by then. Don't you worry. I'll be here to save the world. And welcome in, Lee. How are you? Until your phone dies. I'm not on the raft. Aliens in the ship while Miju snipes. Hey, anyone feel? Hey, I'm shooting them. What do you mean? If you could have a squad of 5 of us for the alien invasion, who would they be? Obviously, Kalani. Is that even a question? Ooh, who would I choose? Like a survival squad. Yeah, we were on the zombie. You'd pick Kalani, Yoko, Ricky, Ernie, Zirconian for his outdoorsman skills. It's a weird list. I don't know. Wait, why are you choosing Ernie over me? No offense, Ernie. Why? But why? I said I'm a good shot, man. You'd be comedic relief this time. Oh, you're choosing the weaves. I see. That's the list. I was like, why? Like, I feel like Yokomoto's never once spoken about survival skills. We choose 5 Ernies. Each one isn't gonna make it that long. Wait, everyone's choosing Ernie. Independence Day all over again. Oh no, guys, I would be a good ally in the alien invasion, guys. I promise. And like I said, I shot a gun at the gun range before, and I was always hitting the middle of the target. I was hitting the middle of the target, and the guy the safety guy that was showing us how to shoot the gun was like, he said I was scary. He was like, "You're a bit scary. Like you're kind of good at this." So you know, pretty good. And welcome in, Cole. Hope you're doing well today. Ernie, out of the 5 people, she wanted to substitute you. I'm just saying, I'm most on par with Ernie. He married me to be a shield / sacrifice. Oh no. Nah, Kavaris would die for you. I know that. He wouldn't say it, but I mean, he would say it. He would say it. The only way to join is sacrificing. No. I thought Ernie was a sacrifice, not kill. I'm kidding. Which aliens are invading us? I'll determine who gets brought. Let's say they're like monster-y looking aliens. They have advanced weapons, but they don't communicate. There's no diplomacy. Okay, they're just like, imagine like in Avengers, you know, the aliens that Loki bought, like that. Those ones. True, but you'll need to squat. What? The target was right at the end of the. It wasn't. I'd pick you, but you don't give me a weed pass so the aliens cook for cookie. No, I told you you can have the weed pass if you sacrifice yourself for me. So in this alien invasion, you could have opportunity to earn yourself the weed pass. There you go. Miju, the middle of the target was the hostile. No. I was shooting the middle of the target a lot, and the guy said, "Hey, we've shot the middle of the target too much. Can you aim for the neck?" And I was like, going for it. Or the head, maybe. I don't know if it's the neck. So I aim for the head after. You'll get criticized if Miju gets cooked by aliens. Oh my gosh. Anyone here a god or the Hulk? I don't think so. To use Ernie as a shield, you need to squat. I see. I'll be a human shield for Miju for a wee pass. Let's go. Okay, I'll add Chikano to my team because he would block some attacks as a human shield. I don't even know who else I would have on my list. I don't know. I mean, Draconian plays a lot of shooting games, but I don't know if that translates to real life. I'm not really sure. Maybe I'll have to hold auditions. What's better, to live as a weeb or die as a good man? Yeah, it's a good question. It would probably be useless to me. You'd probably just die alone. That's a good. Okay, everyone, give me your pitch. Okay. Everyone give me your pitch for how good you would be in the apocalypse. Okay, because for me, I would say, I keep a cool head. I'm good at planning. I'm like a type A. You know, I'm really good at planning things. I would lead the team. I have pretty strong leadership. I'm not training your team. No, just like for everyone else. You can give a pitch for everyone else, just in general. And also, I'm a really good shot. Give me a gun, and I will get LASIK. I'll get LASIK. No, not the blood type. You know, like type A personality, like Amy Santiago versus type B personality. Not the blood type. I don't know my blood type. Yeah, so that's I'm a really good shot, and I think it's the main thing. And I could, if I ran out of bullets, I would go crazy with like a knife or something, you know? I'd be ready. Shield Miju, get the weeb pass, get isekai their sacrifice, win-win. Oh no. Can I be added? I totally wouldn't blare K-pop music allowing the aliens to find us. No, you cannot be added, Ratsi. I'll just carry in front of me with their arms straight out like someone doesn't know how to carry a kid. Damn. If I get eaten by an alien, Miju, you gotta watch all 1,300 episodes of One Piece? No. I'll give you a weeb pass on your eulogy, but I don't think you actually want one, so I don't think it's gonna work. Okay, wait. Oh, my chat broke again. I'll just be comedic entertainment and remind people to eat, drink water. I don't know if they need that reminder. And welcome in travel. Well, I'm seeing who I want on my team. You know, it's not guaranteed. And welcome in, Josh. Hope you're doing well today. I just have alien knowledge from anime and Draconian's journalist, Graham Hancock. Oh no. Yeah, I don't want the anime knowledge. If I live in the country, so if all else fails, I could break into people's houses and get their guns and ammo. True. Living in America would be a bit ideal for the. Actually, would it be ideal though? Because like other people would be dangerous to you as well. You guys want family katanas? Guys, I'm Japanese. I can definitely wield a katana. Please shoot me. Honestly, surprised you fired a gun. Just seems less common up there. We have gun ranges, so you're allowed to own a gun, either for hunting or for taking it to the gun range. We have to like put it into the special gun box. I'm pretty sure something like that, and then take it to the gun. Or you can just go to the gun range and you give like ID and they like check everything, and then they tell you to shoot it. But you can't like take the gun home, obviously, because we don't have guns here. You set up a lot of traps for the zombie. Oh, okay, that sounds useful. Ricky could be a helpful team member. Is it Suicide Squad? Yeah, it's a Suicide Squad, yeah. I swear if I'm hiding from aliens and I hear someone playing Jellyless, I'm currently killing Ratzi. Okay, yeah, see, Kalani's a good teammate. Ricky sets up the traps and I run behind him like a little companion with this big M&M bag. Yeah, holding the M&Ms for him. Ratzi is definitely sacrificable. Oh no. They just bounce like, man, these humans talk a lot. That's true. Maybe they are annoyed. Or like Ernie could just go and like be like Midwestern to them and they're like, oh, I hate this. Norway has one of the highest rates of gun ownership in Europe. I know 0 people who own a gun. Yeah, I think you are allowed to own a gun for hunting and target practice. But But yeah, it's very controlled, and you're not allowed to use it in any situation except for those. And there's a lot of hoops you have to jump through to even own the gun. Ratty and I in the sacrifice club. I mean, no, Chicano's in there too. Chicano's in there too. Um, in an apocalyptic situation, I'm not making it. Would you guys even want to live? Like, if the world just like ended and it was like an apocalyptic situation, if it was like The Last of Us, would you want to live? I don't know. Like, maybe if there was like civilization still. It depends who survived, I think. Like, if my family survived, um, and like people I know are surviving, then I would continue as long as I had someone to live for. But then like after that, it's like if there's nothing left in the world, like would you still want to live? Like if there was really no one left. Um, you know, even like mowing my lawn. Oh no. I feel there's a possibility the apocalypse will bring out the best in me. In what way? Um, if an apocalypse happened and the internet was out, yeah, there's no internet. Like, what would you do all day in an apocalypse? It would be cold, like, you know, like there wouldn't be good food. Like, what are you doing? I feel like I'd only survive because I don't like leaving my house. True, true. Maybe if there's hope for a cure, a place like the one at the end of The Last of Us. Yeah, if there's like a place, like a society or something like that, then maybe. But if it was let's say it's like an apocalyptic situation, like there's like really not many people left, then probably not. If 90% of the population is gone, I'm not in that lucky 10. That's just true as well. Like if almost everyone is gone, like chances are you're also gone. Um, I don't know, man. I might just thrive. What? So you're like, oh, all the people are gone. There's no food and there's no infrastructure. I'm surviving. I'm thriving. You know. Weaves are a boss. You could just live off the land. Maybe, maybe. I feel like I'd run out of food for sure. Um, You'd be the spooky skeleton that falls out of the closet and jump scares the protagonist while they're searching your house. True, true. Maybe I'll leave some like voice recordings or some written notes so the protagonist can come through and like read my story, you know? They'll be like, oh yeah, I was a elite streamer. Or something like that, you know? Um, you know where all the local greenhouses are? You can find seeds. That's true. That's true. I'm not really good at gardening. You guys know how my plant goes, so I don't. Maybe that wouldn't work out for me. I think I'd probably go for more like hunting. You know, I don't know if I could grow stuff. You can cook wood. You play Breath of the Wild. True, true. I mean, I'm sure in a pinch it will do. Yeah, it's maybe it wouldn't be worth. Me choose the perfect demolitionist. True, true. It could work. It could work out for me. And then there's gonna be notes around my house, and I'll just go my die in my attic. True, true. That's exactly what would happen in The Last of Us. You'd probably be motivated to figure out if your life was on the line. True. It can't be that hard to grow seeds, right? Like you just put them in the dirt, water them, and like I'm sure they grow, right? Can't be that hard. It's more about like sustainability. Like you can't just grow the seeds and eat them, you know? You gotta figure out how to like replant everything to make it sustainable. Make sure you have like water and stuff like that. Um, it's tough out there. You need to start on your squat. True, true. Maybe he would thrive. He's gardening. He would just be gardening and living off his garden. He'd be happy. Um, Old Man Withers. What? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what Withers' story. I don't really listen to that. I don't really listen to that guy. I'm sorry. That's yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I would definitely try my best in my apocalypse situation, but yeah, I think I would also be the part of the 90% dying. You know, Withers can bring the dead back. Oh yeah, yeah. Draconian did that to me. I did. We kind of threw the. There was like a fight. I think it was a blighted village. Everyone died. Everyone died. So then he managed to escape back to camp and revive everyone. So I do remember that. It's definitely a strat I see a lot in challenge runs as well. They just like leave one guy behind and then that guy can just revive people. Where's the VOD? It's on Zirconia's channel. How did you die at Blight? It unironically was Zirconian's fault. He started the fight and then immediately died. And I was like, what do I do? Like, what do I do? You know? I was trying my best. I was trying to revive everyone, but it couldn't work. I just typed out your whole pitch and accidentally erased. Oh no, Angel, your audition is ruined. You'd bring back Miju though, for real? If I died, you wouldn't bring me back? You'd be like, oh, well, too bad. Costs 100 gold? It's over. Too frugal for that. You can survive in a group by cooking and gardening for them. You can't shoot guns, but if we can find bows and arrows, you're the guy. Ooh, bow and arrow would be good, you know, and especially in a zombie apocalypse because they're quiet. Perhaps Miju had no spell slots. Oh, okay, never mind. No, I think no, okay, yeah, but I definitely had 0. Yeah. Oh, the VOD might be gone by now. They only last a week when you're a rookie. Really? That's so short. You'd have it saved on your PC so you can treasure the memory forever. Zirconian beat the game in tactical, so I think it's your fault. No, it was Zirconian's fault. Can you please take responsibility, Zirconia? Because I think you did admit it was your fault. I was like, I was playing like the best Baldur's Gate gamer you've ever seen. Like I was like so insane, but I was just being weighed down, you know. Do the bots expire? I mean, mine expire in like a month. But maybe apparently when you're a rookie, they only last a week. Do the VODs expire? Yeah, they don't let you keep them permanently. You can export them to YouTube, which is what I do. There would be a real quiet place without me, and you would hate it, right? I mean, the Hawkeye of the group? True. I mean, being a good shot with the bow and arrow would be helpful. With you controlling 3 of the players? No, it's a challenge run where I control 3 of the players. That's the challenge. If you missed last stream, we got news for you. Yes, Zirconian's streaming again with our challenge run in an hour. 100G to revive me. Do or save 100G and don't spend it. Come on, it's only 100G. If the bot is down, you have no proof of that. I'm gonna clip it. Yeah. Maybe it's still there. If it is there, I'm gonna clip it. I yesterday killed an unconscious NPC by throwing a health potion at. I did that too. When you throw the health potion, it can like damage them a little bit. You have to throw it at the ground near them. I think that's how it works. I remember before you left for vacation, you sang or lightly danced Illit, and I think the clip is on the what is the they keep like touching their fingers. I don't know how it goes. Yeah, magnetic, probably. I remember seeing on chat from time to time, I got out of potions. Every time I'm like, Zirconia, I ran out of potions. But he's actually, as much as Zirconian flames me in chat, he's actually very sweet. I checked my inventory and I had like 4 potions. I was like, he just saw, I didn't see him do it. I suddenly looked and I had a bunch of potions again. He didn't complain, or maybe he complained, but he did it anyway. Good thing my one and only stream bot is gone. Wait, when was this? Well, I can't believe I missed that. The major challenge is so much harder than oh my gosh. Me and my Nox. It's because he knows he need that. I do like the potions, okay? Because he took off Shadowheart from the team because he didn't want me to run out of spell slots. So he's like, yes, we'll replace Shadowheart. But I suck at using Astarion, that's the thing. And Shadowheart can heal, and I love healing. Healing is my passion. I'm a e-girl support at heart, you know? We just queen of silly challenge runs. I know, I know. I'm doing challenge runs vicariously now. Can't let the potion queen get free potion. I mean, he wouldn't deny potions for the potion queen. It's like the one community where everyone streams. I think that's actually most communities, actually, Angel. You'd be surprised. Especially in like, for small streamers, a lot of people who watch small streamers are also streamers themselves. Or they're people who streamed at some point and then like kind of stopped streaming and then they just kept watching other streamers, you know? It's pretty common. I did in COVID for a little. You only stream to your Discord with friends. Nah, I mean, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. That can be fun too. Guildmaster's girlfriend who gets invited to heal in every raid. That's me. Me just playing Yumi support. No. Actually, if I ever play League of Legends, I play ADC, but I play it badly, so. Really started streaming because Miju encouraged me. Yeah, I mean, I've been trying to convince people. I've pretty much been forcing Ernie and Draconian to stream, so. But honestly, it didn't take a lot of convincing. Surely a resto druid, a priest. I have no idea, man. Oh no, my fan died, my mini fan. And welcome in, Jimmy. Wait, did I stream till you missed most of it? That's okay, that's okay. I hope you're having a good morning. I was thinking about druid too, because the girls want to be Nelf. What's Nelf? I do like to play pretty characters. You know how girls are. You gotta play the pretty character. You really had to twist her arm, yeah. There's you said a stat twice. And I don't think Chicano and Kalani really stream. You mean you've been encouraging me for a while? I just finally found a game. You want to just stream? That's true. I should be basically D&D. Wow talk? Yeah, I know. Let me plug in my mini fan. Okay. I can't be streaming without my mini fan. Encourage more like bullied. Maybe on Draconian it was more like pestering. I mean, even for Ernie, it was more like pestering than bullying, okay? I was just kindly and gently pestering. Cause I just thought it would be fun. I haven't streamed a little challenge run in a while. And I love watching Baldur's Gate challenge runs, you know? You gotta make your own content. It sounded very boring that you had to listen twice, of course. Ernie's stream went, yeah, see, exactly. Gently pestering. That's how you gotta do things. You gotta be persistent. And then me asking a stat. Baldur's Gate when? Elden Ring when? And then he did it. It works. You're immune to this bullying? Yeah, I cannot convince you to change your ways, Ratsi. I've already given up. I told her we streamed 3 hours and then almost 9, so the next one has to be 27 hours. Oh god. No, do not. Only took me a few years. That's true. I mean, like, it's obviously, like, I don't think streaming is for everyone, or people want to do it very, very casually. Like, obviously, I was streaming, a while. I've been streaming for a long time now, and it really clicked with me, but obviously, it's not going to be the case for everyone. Some people just want a game. Not everyone wants to yap all day, every day, you know? You're either a yapper or you're not. I bully Miju every day to cosplay Freerin. You and Angel both, man. Even played Outer Ring. Yeah, for a reason. Yeah. I know you would like it though. Next time there's a spider on the desk, you gotta stream that. Yeah, we need a spider cam. Ernie needs to bard more. Yeah, wait, Draconian, can I change my class? I wanna be bard. I was being wizard, and then I realized I like the bard spells more. So, like, can I change it? Can I have some money? I didn't pick up any money, so I don't have any money. Okay, thank you. I want to change my class to Bard. As being a good Bard. Yeah, Bard is so much more. I was watching Ernie play Bard, and I was like, ah, man, I forgot about the Bard. I don't even get Fairy Fire. Like, where's my Fairy Fire? So I was sad. I gotta use Fairy Fire every battle. And what's the point, you know? Even if it's one enemy, you gotta use it. 100 gold. Everyone's like, we can't spare it. Oh my god, the other day, Bard is like a support. It's like a support, kind of. Um, and they're very like, they like yapping. So, you know, it fits me. It fits me. Fairy Fire? What do you mean? Why are you hating on Fairy Fire? It's my favorite spell. My favorite spell. My favorite D&D spells. Knock. Fairy Fire. Globe of Invulnerability. What else? There's a lot. There's a lot. I mean, Magic Missile, obviously. Hold Monster. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of good ones. And Wakamin Sushi, congrats with clearing Stygian. Thank you, thank you. Oh my god, when I finally did it, I was like, I was freaking out at the end. Like I was like, oh my god, this is the one. Because I was trying for like hours. I think if I had to add up all the hours I tried doing, it's probably like 6 hours. It's very embarrassing. But it's probably something like 6 hours just for the automaton. And I finally did it. That person's advice really helped. You did finally take Fairy Fire. Didn't take Knock the. You gotta take Knock, Ernie. You gotta. Except if you choose Swords Bard, then you're basically one of the highest DPS classes in the game. Can I still use my supportive spells? I'm down to take Swords Bard. Ernie used Shadow on a single enemy and got both of my characters in it. I love using Ice Knife and hitting my own team. Mija can finally join Pierce the Veil with their bards. Pierce the Veil. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Feels that Coach to show is available. I'm sure there's better be. I think that person was very specific. It was just like very specific advice. It was like this exact Kaya team against the automaton, you know? So I feel like that very, and they probably spent hours doing it as well. So I think it was just like a very specific thing. But I think I generally, like general coaching is always welcome with like my rotations and stuff. I'm still trying to do like the Lava Dragon with my Kenichi team, but it's like, it's a little bit off. All this Baldur's Gate 3 talk is making me want to do run number 13. Do it, do it. Short Bard kind of bug abusing because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be able to target the same enemy twice. They just never fixed it. I don't know anything about this, man. Yeah, they LARP heavy. I think I'm being out LARPed. You know, like I know here and there. I know here and there about the Baldur's Gate things, but I think I'm out of the loop. I'm the person. I'm like the new player that's like, I found one spell that works, and I'm using it over and over. You know. I'm like, it's like me in Pokemon. I'm like, this one says super effective. I'm just gonna spam it. No regard to anything else. Like, just gonna keep spamming this one super effective spell. I remember when I used to help on Genshin Straight Ricky. I'm in too deep, man. I'm in so deep. I'm like using the calculator. I'm into the rotation. I'm trying to be good at Genshin, honestly. I've gotten really into the combat recently, and I'm trying to get really into it. Like I could literally spend 6 hours fighting the boss, and then like it was like certain things, like even like little tiny things, like makes a big, like just like squeezing out that extra like few seconds, you know. That's what it came down to. And also just getting lucky. Street Fighter 6 could be your game. You just don't know it yet. What if I do pick it up and I'm like a god? Would you be proud? I'm guessing you'd be proud of me. Also, when I first played in early access, you couldn't get past Goblin Camp. I mean, you guys know when I first played the game by myself, I couldn't get past Goblin Camp on my own. I was like, oh, there's too many guys to fight here. I'm done. I'm done. But yeah, I'm definitely a one thing spammer. it'll be a fun time if we ever do a D&D campaign. So you're magic or a pusher? Just a guy just like pushing everyone. Yeah, I haven't gotten too deep into it. I just like seeing new spell. Like the thing I like about I don't know what you guys like the most about Baldur's Gate and D&D, but um the thing I like the most is like it's very like sandboxy. It's like you know like Breath of the Wild where it's like you're like, "Oh, the puzzle is like this, but could I just like do it this way or like light a fire here or like could I like do this like it I don't I mean you're like oh it's a game so I don't think it will work but it does and Baldur's Gate is the exact same way like you'll just have this random spell and you're like surely I can't use this spell to get past this part or like surely I can't use the spell in this way and like cheese it right and then you always can um which is really fun like you could be really creative with the way you do spells like I love trying out like new spells and like being like, oh, but I want to use this spell on this thing and just trying it out. I think it's really fun. I read almost everything you guys talk about in the Genshin channel. It's been a math channel for a while. It really has. It really has. I am deep into the theory crafting in Genshin, but I think it's quite fun. I think it's quite fun, like getting my favorite characters and getting the most performance out of them that I possibly can. Um, we had a few fights I got worried about yesterday, but then they went fine. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think you guys are gonna be completely fine. Like, because you guys are both D&D pros, you know? um, Coffee lock? I have no idea what coffee lock is. Oh my god, you guys are out LARPing me. I have no idea what you guys are talking about. That's okay. That's okay. Ernie keeps healing too often. Oh my god, I was getting in trouble for like like our team takes like 3 damage and I'm like better use healing word. And then Jackson was like, why did you use healing word? Like you could just attack them. I'm just very kind. I just want everyone to be topped up all the time. Like what can I say? Um healing the right exactly. You gotta be there, you know, you gotta be supportive. But yeah, I'm definitely like that. I'm always like, oh, let me use my bardic inspirations. I use my bardic inspirations constantly. I'm always like, oh, my team, every person on the team needs to have a bardic inspiration at all times. When the fight starts, I'm doing every bardic inspiration possible. Don't worry, Pokemon made you use a potion after using 3 health. Oh my god, my potion. I think I just started playing Pokemon that way. And then I couldn't get out of the cycle. Like you just take and I was yeah, I take 3 damage, I heal it, and then they get to attack because I use my turn to heal, and then I take 3 damage again, so I heal again, and then it's like a never-ending cycle. We were fighting something that had like 20 HP left, and I'm like, Ernie, we can short rest. No, you gotta heal. You gotta heal. Healing takes priority. It's funny, we get really annoyed when an enemy restores his health while we do it all the time. I mean, yeah, I know. Whenever we're playing Pokemon and like they use like a full restore, I'm like, they're cheating. I'm like, they're cheating. How can they do that? And meanwhile, I've used like 50 potions. Like, it's so funny though, because it's like, it's true though. They shouldn't be allowed to use it, but we should. Did you hear Hearts to Hearts? No, I've heard about them, but I haven't listened to anything. I get so mad fighting Milady in Elden Ring when we push she heals. Meanwhile, us on our 12 potions. I know, it's so funny. Miju waits till the PP reaches 0. I genuinely do, yeah. I do. Using potions is your best move. Me and you both, Jose. But yeah, I've definitely stalled out many a move. Cynthia's earthquake. Anyone? That fight was crazy, man. I mean, it lasted an hour and 15 minutes. Like, imagine fighting one Pokemon battle for an hour and 15 minutes. Crazy. At least in Baldur's Gate that can't happen because eventually you'll run out of actions, right? Um, there was a time when Shadowheart was in death save and Ernie used her bonus action to shove the ball so to heal Shadowheart. Shadowheart. She just like sad vampire boy. You gotta prioritize your loved ones. She's not wrong. I'm standing with Ernie on this. Football came home. Let's go. Let's go. Uh, uh, your longest battle is 50 minutes. That's not that long. Um, you forgot about that? I mean, as you meant to use help, but you just used shove. Surely shove and help are not the right, not the same one. You can watch the clip I sent you to see if you still stand with Ernie. I did see that, but I didn't watch it yet. We'll see. We'll see. Did you do something to Gale? What did you do to Gale, man? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom again. I will be right back. Enjoy the Mallow Mart time. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll pause Burning Hot. We'll come back to it. Okay. Okay, BRB. Okay, I'm back. We're playing Hot. Don't worry, I saved it. Saved it for now. I think this is the. Oh no, this is the Korean one. I've been listening to the English one a lot recently. I'm glad you guys enjoyed the little dance party. What's everyone up to this weekend? Any fun weekend plans? It's been yeah, it's been a quite nice weekend, honestly. Like it's not too hot. It's not too bad. Subtle unche. What? Subtle unche hot. What? What does that mean? I learned the dance this other day. Oh, she does the ad lib. Oh, okay. You're supposed to work on your guitar, but UPS lied, and your package is not coming until tomorrow. Oh no! Are you gonna restring it yourself, or what are you gonna do? Um, we went out for waffles yesterday with your dad and sister. Otherwise, mostly chill. I mean, playing Baldur's Gate for 8 hours. Yeah. um, the background hot. Like the one it's like, like that one. Um, today is chilling after much stream yesterday. Yeah, that was a long stream. You must be tired. Um, reaching it yourself because the shop said it's impossible. But I said, watch me. Wait, what? The shop said it's impossible? Really? Okay, good luck. Good luck. Um, you're watching a Jaden animation vid about her trying Genshin Impact and narrating her experience. And she said, so after saving Mondstadt, I headed up to the city of Fontaine. What? Ian came in, everyone in the comments went, what? You can just go there, yeah. After Mondstadt, after you finish Mondstadt, they give you teleports to Fontaine and, actually, did the video come out right around Fontaine? Because they probably told her to go there. Probably right because like I think that's what they do. If it was like a sponsored video, they'll be like, oh, go to the new region and show everyone the new stuff, right? But it kind of depends. I think you can technically quick start the Archon quest if you want to, but I don't know who would do that. It would probably warn you, be like, hey, this is not the next Archon quest. But yeah, it's I mean, I don't know, it depends. Cause I remember there was like they sometimes sponsor like really big YouTubers. I remember watching like Jacksepticeye play Genshin. It was like super weird. It was like he was like, clear. They clearly just paid him like a lot of money. Cause like they just gave him like an account that was like fully leveled up already, and like they just sent him to Inazuma, and like he just like played around. It was sponsored indeed, but I stopped watching to avoid spoilers. Yeah, they probably just told her to go to Fontaine because they're like, oh, you need to show the new stuff, right? That's probably why. They're like, and they probably gave her a bunch of primos, be like, hey, pull on the banner and get a 5-star, so everyone's like, whoa, you got a 5-star, you know, like that's how they do it, and they probably paid her like a ton of money. Cause like I will see people playing Genshin, and I'm like, ooh, I don't think this person is like playing that kind of game at all, but it's probably so much money that they can't refuse. Cause like Genshin's rich, you know? OTV days. Did they have Genshin sponsorships or? Yeah, it's good luck with your Minecraft server, Monkey. I hope that goes well. I haven't played Minecraft in a while. Well, I'm not a big. I think I had fun when I first played it. I'm not a huge Minecraft person. I think it just depends. I like a good sandbox game, but it depends. Lily's a character in the game. Oh yeah, true. I forgot. Because she never shows up. Sayu's never in the game, you know? But I would love to be a Genshin character. They should hire me. You know, these days, like, they're losing a lot of voice actors because of the strike, you know? I could scab it up and be one of the Genshin characters. I'm ready. I'll be anonymous, but I'll be ready. You've only ever really played Minecraft with friends. You just don't find it fun to play alone. I think I played it alone when I played it the first time. Does the character bomb or what? Maybe the character throws bombs. It's like Klee. Meet you as a VA. I'd be a great VA. I could do it. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll be like, oh, I can do like 2 voices. So gotta choose one of those, you know? But maybe if they picked one where I could do one of the 2 voices, I'd be ready. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I don't have any plans to do that. It's probably very hard to get into. You do play for time to time with friends a lot, and then we stop for a while, and then a lot again. I see. I think I just like didn't grow up playing it. Like a lot of people grow up playing Minecraft. But yeah, it's a so I never had a Minecraft childhood, you know. But the game has a lot to it, you know, and I think it's also really good for kids. Um, like a lot of games that kids play are like not the best. I feel like, but like I feel like Minecraft is a very wholesome game that kids can play, and it's like it helps them be creative and stuff. I think it's cool. It's got to be better than Roblox or playing like Fortnite. Okay, like I think at least Minecraft is more, you know, more engaging for their brains. You never played Minecraft? Had younger siblings that were into it? Yeah, yeah. Maybe you probably missed out on the age for it. 'Cause I feel like when I was like a little older teen, like the 12-year-olds were playing it, you know? um, yeah, it's I mean, Roblox you can like talk to strangers, right? That's probably I don't know why that's allowed, you know? Like it seems very unsafe. There shouldn't be that much interaction. Like we had like Club Penguin, but like you couldn't just talk to. I mean, I guess you could just talk to any. I guess was Club Penguin unsafe? Maybe, maybe. Minecraft in 2010 when you were a teen was hitting. Wow. Yeah, I never had a Minecraft childhood, so maybe I I went past the time, you know. I know. You know, you remember on Club Penguin there was like some servers where you could only use like the text window chat, you know, like where it's like you could only choose the pre-selected chat option, and then there was Club Penguin servers where you could freely type, you know. But you can't type bad words, you'll get banned. Most 12-year-olds are playing Minecraft. Well, meanwhile, Momiji was thinking about Ed Sheeran tattoos. I don't think Ed Sheeran was around when I was 12. 12-year-old, I would have been like just about getting into One Direction, probably. I was into Ed Sheeran when I was like 16. I definitely think you were just too old for Minecraft. Yeah, I think like adults can enjoy it, and adults do enjoy it, but it's definitely like not immediately marketed towards adults, right? Like I think it's definitely marketed towards children. But there's a lot to it. Like if you like being creative and stuff, and you don't mind the art style is another thing as well. Like the art style definitely is very childish. Your redstone engineer makes you feel like or redstone enjoyer makes you feel like a certified engineer. I don't really know how it works. It's marketed for nerds. I mean, aren't all video games marketed for nerds except for like the sports games? Um, possibly, possibly. I mean, what's the nerdiest thing? I don't know. If me never talked about Blackpink while playing Minecraft back then, you don't think I'd be here? True, true. Kalani is an OG though. He's been here for a while. Wow, oh, WoW is definitely marketed towards nerds for sure. JRPGs aren't for nerds. Right, right, for sure. You know, Nightbot's kind of weird for not using years. Like, why is it 52 months? Like, is it an infant? You know when people say like, you know when people say like, my child is 46 months old. You're like, why? Like, why use that? Just say the number. Like, I understand using months until like 1 year, you know? Like I understand using months until like 1 year, because like you don't say like, oh, there's zero, because like 6 months to 1 year is kind of like a lot, right? But like when they're like past 2 years old, you're really still using months. Like, do you really say like, oh, my child is 50 months old? Like, that's weird, right? I can understand 18 months. I can understand 2 years. Lee? Oh no! Wait. Oh my gosh! How many years is 50 months? A little over 4 years, no? It's actually so funny. Lee has been subscribed longer than they are following. That's funny. That's funny. I've exposed myself, a non-follower in my chat. That's crazy. No, I don't. I feel like following is more for your own sake. If you like want to see the follower like Miom in your followers list, you know? Otherwise, you can just go to twitch.tv/Miju Games. You know, you could just go to the URL directly. I don't really mind. That's what my mom does. Because she doesn't know how, she doesn't really know how Twitch works. So she just goes to the URL. Subbing but not following is so silly. It is. But yeah, so I feel like, yeah, you just follow if you like finding your streams that way. But if you don't like, you should have a Chatterino tab. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah. You don't really need to follow if you can just find the stream. Like if you just bookmark it or whatever, or just know the URL. Not like you'll lose it. And just over 4 years. That's a long time. That is a long time. 70% of the people I follow are here right now. Wait, how many people do you follow, Ricky? That's crazy. I think I follow a lot of random people. But it's also because like I'm a streamer, so like I kind of like follow some, you know, I kind of just follow like people I've met along the way. I to follow some like bigger channels, stuff like that, but not really. I mainly just watch a stat. Don't worry, Ricky, I followed you. Ricky, I'll follow you too. Don't worry. I must already follow. Oh no, I don't. There you go. I'm your third follower. Oh my gosh. You follow me too. Nice. Good job, Bear. You follow 10 people. Ooh, okay, okay. Fourth, let's go, Angel. Ricky probably follow all the cosplayers. True, true. All the his peers, his colleagues. The funny thing is my account was created April 30th and it followed you on May 1st. Let's go. Let's go. Was I the first person you followed? Or like pretty close, right? Only watch you in a stat. Yeah, me too, me too. Stat was the second. Let's go, let's go. I mean, I made my Twitch account on, I'm not sure. I need to look at my account. I made my account on December 16th, and I streamed for the first time on December 19th. I probably didn't follow anyone. I probably followed some people at the time. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. But yeah, I made my Twitch account to stream. I was not a Twitch viewer. I just was like, oh, I watched a lot of YouTube videos on. I watched a lot of YouTube videos that were like highlights of Twitch streams, so like I kind of understood that Twitch was a thing. But, yeah, I just tried it out. Angel Draconian Earning barely streams. That might change if they keep on it. That's true. That's true. I feel like 90% of, actually probably higher than that. Probably like 99% of people who try streaming do not stick with it. You know, because like pretty much, like almost everyone that I made friends with who stream doesn't stream anymore, and like only a small number of them still stream now. So I think it's pretty common for people to stop, but which is like super valid because like streaming is very time consuming, and once you start like having stuff in your real life, it kind of just like for me, I found it was really one thing I noticed is that like there was a lot of streamers who were like students, right? Or like students or like young adults, right? I think as you get older, and like for me, when I noticed like I was streaming a lot when I was a student, and after I graduated, I had a lot of time, so I was streaming a lot then. But then once I started my job, I was like, ooh, it's kind of hard to stream as much as I used to, you know? So I cut back the hours, and then when I moved out, I was like, oh wow, there's lots of stuff to do at home. So then I cut back even further, you know? So I feel like that's a big thing. Like as your life changes, and as you know, as stuff comes up, it's like, you know, it's hard. It's a very time consuming hobby, especially if you're taking it very seriously. You know, like some people like, you know, like when I first started, I was like, oh, I need to make like YouTube videos and stuff like that. That is time consuming, you know? It's tough. Or like planning out like special streams, and like you know, like making sub goals, and like You know, all that stuff. Like it's very time consuming. And it's like nowadays I still stream and it's like it's still like a big part of my life, but I don't put as much time into it as I used to because like I feel like I can't. Recently streamed Peak with your friends and it was a comedy movie. I haven't actually seen Peak yet. I know you and Glenn talk about it a lot, but I haven't actually played or seen it. Um, my dead YouTube channel. Thank you, Angel. Once in a while, someone will like leave a comment or something. I'm like, oh, but I'm like, oh, yeah, that's I'm not gonna post anymore. I'm sorry. You plan to stream until I rage quit from EJ's antics. I don't have antics. I'm trying my best. You know, I'm being genuine. I'm I will keep trying to use knock though. One day you'll be like, I'm out of lock picks. Can you use knock? You know, once in a while, I'm sure it will happen. I was on my friend's stream a lot playing Repo. I don't know what Repo is. But yeah, it's definitely a people come and people go kind of thing. Like for viewers and streamers, there's a lot of coming and going. You know, life gets in the way, and I think life, obviously, real life is more important than streaming. So that should always come first. But it's kind of sad, you know, because I feel like I made a lot of friends while streaming, but then a lot of them are not really streaming anymore. Don't try Peak with your friends, but it's so hard to scout. Yeah, I know. Getting like 4 people together to play, it's like it's tough, you know. Like it's a big it's a whole thing, you know. Like 4 people, 4 different schedules. It's like it's never gonna get there. Um, it's like Lethal Company. Oh, okay, okay. I've actually never really played those games. I played like Phasmo like a really briefly, but I never really got that into it. I was like, I'm not like super into those games. I was supposed to play Repo or Peak with your friends last night, but you're too deep into Baldur's. Yeah, you were very deep into it. You and the boys ace stacking. You guys have superior time management apparently because I'm always like, it's tough. It's tough. But maybe I just don't set aside enough time to play games. That's possibly it as well. And it depends on like if everyone's in the same time zone, it's also easier. Because usually if I'm playing with people, it's like there's like different time zones involved and all that, so it's like it's tough. Yeah, same city. Oh, same work schedule. Okay, yeah, that's a cheat code. That's the cheat code. Sorry, I'm no more time management. That's just it. That helps a lot for sure. But yeah, it's tough, you know. But I think if you really enjoy doing something, you can make time for it, you know. But I'm always very impressed when people have like kids and they're like streaming. I'm like, damn, you really like they have very superior time management apparently. But yeah, it's I mean, I feel like this stream schedule works quite well for me. Like 2 to 3 hours 3 times a week. It feels like at least I'd rather have a smaller amount of streams while being consistent with it. You know, I think that's being consistency is important for me. I like having a defined schedule and sticking to the schedule. You know, so it's tough. That's my plan. Um, Games like Peak, Repo, etc. are only good with friends. Yeah, playing it alone would be super boring. Um, we're Brazil, US, and Belgium. Okay, yeah, that's a bit tough for sure. That's it might be really hard. You might find like one time a month where you can play if you're lucky. Tried to solo Repo and it was what my less fun and much spookier. I see, I see. Yeah, I never got into like Phasmo and stuff. I don't know. It's it wasn't really my thing. Like I found it kind of boring, but also I was playing with people who just kind of like solved it all for me. So like maybe cuz like they had played the game a lot more than me, so I was just kind of like tagging along and I was like I don't really know what's going on. I'm just walking through the house. Sometimes there's ghosts, sometimes the ghost kills me. And then sometimes the ghost doesn't kill me, and we like use the radio or something, you know? Sending Miju in to talk to the ghost. Am I the sacrifice? Fine, fine. I'll be the sacrifice. I don't mind. I'm going in. Um, and then I was trying to talk to her on the radio, but like it wouldn't recognize my voice. Like I was like, I can't remember what the question you ask is. Like, what is your name or whatever. And every time I would ask, it doesn't work. But every time someone else asks, it works. So I'm like, can ghosts just not hear me or what? Maybe my voice just like the ghosts don't want to listen. The ghosts just don't want to talk to me. And Bear, congrats on being first. You were definitely first. Yeah, congrats. Your French accent is too strong. That's true. That's true. And the ghosts clearly are anti-French. They just don't understand me. It's okay. That's okay. I'm not a big Phasmo enjoyer, but I got it for like $1, so it wasn't too bad. The ghosts just ignore me. I know, it was so sad. You two, ghost? J'aime danser avec toi. Whoa, okay, okay. The ghost would love that. The ghost wouldn't kill you at all, for sure. But yeah, it's a. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of like. Should have been at least one time nobody claimed first? Probably, because like once it gets to a certain point in the stream, no one would really try to redeem it, right? Because like everyone would assume that it's already taken. So like I'm sure there's been streams where no one redeemed it. But I don't really keep track, so I'm not really sure. I'm sure there has been one. Yeah, but I feel like there's a lot of like I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but there's so many like games that are like really like especially co-op games or like rage games, those kind of games. They become really popular for like a short amount of time and then like everyone moves on, you know? I'm like if you buy these all like it's hard to keep up, you know? So I've kind of just not bought any of them. You know, there's like yeah, there's Chained Together, Lethal Company, what else? There's so many. There's really so many. I think it's like a big rush, then burnout. Yeah, yeah, right? I feel like some games just have such a strong like hype around them and then they're very short-lived. A big time rush? True, true. I mean, and some games have a lot of longevity, like Among Us had a lot. And what else? I mean, Phasmo's had a pretty long run as well. Because your friends and I were playing Repo constantly and then dropped off. Yeah, yeah. I mean, maybe the games just don't have a lot of longevity to them, or maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just like everyone's hyped about it for a while and then like they're making a lot of effort to play it together, but then there's a new thing that comes out and then everyone's playing that instead. I'm not really sure. But I think it depends on the game because some games definitely people play for a long time. Like a co-op game. Like I don't know. There's a lot of games that like I think you would go back to even if they're not popular anymore. Or they stay popular for a long time. And I think it's really more the quality of the game. Like some games are kind of like and like usually these games are pretty cheap, so I think it's kind of valid. Like maybe the game has like what 10 hours of content and then you're done with the game. That's totally fine as well. Or maybe there's not a lot of content, so it's like a kind of like a repetitive gameplay loop. Genshin. Maybe that's you playing Genshin for a while and then drop. I've been playing it very consistently. The trick is to not force yourself to play on days where you don't want to play. You know, I feel like as soon as you're like, oh, I need to log in, I need to do my dailies, I can't miss them. Then that's when you burn out because then you're like forcing yourself to play and you don't want to play anymore. The only games that come back occasionally once a year is Final Fantasy, WoW, and Minecraft, playing with friends. I mean, yeah, those games have been around for ages. And games like Repo are still in early access, and a lot of games like that, they kind of like stay early access forever, you know? That's another thing. Like, I'm like, a lot of times they just stay early access for so long, and it's like, the hype kind of dies down. The trick is not to take a long break because that amount of stuff piles up and overwhelms you. Yeah, taking a long break is obviously not ideal as well. It's hard to go back into it. But yeah, it's I don't know. Hard to Imaginarium. It's like 8 reading all. I mean, Imaginarium is pretty new. Like everyone had that. What I like about Peak is the map changes daily and they add new levels bi-weekly. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, I've been playing. I mean, I was playing like Elden Ring, Night Rain, and they do add. They've been adding new stuff here and there, so it's just been good. You've only played it once, but it was fun. Nice, nice. Yeah, I just never like get on board, you know. I just never get onto the hype games because I feel like it would just be gone, you know. Like everyone was playing Power World for like 2 weeks, and then like everyone was like, "Oh, have you played this game? Have you played this game?" And then no one talked about it like a few weeks later, you know. So I'm like, at that point, I'm like, ah, and I'm kind of frugal, so I don't want to keep buying every game, you know. Because I don't want all these games like filling up my Steam library, and it's like I never touch them again. You forbade yourself to buy a new game except Hades. I mean, Hades is the worst, yeah. But I don't think that's necessary. I don't think it's really a fad game. I think that's like a highly acclaimed game, you know? I think it's different. How well dropped a Terraria collab. Ooh, okay, that's exciting. Um, or is it still popular though? Like, are people still playing it? I'm not really sure. It's extremely cheap. Yeah, I mean, some games are just so cheap. I know a lot of people have like hundreds of games in their Steam library, and they've never even played half of them, and I'm like, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I think a lot of people buy like the humble bundles or whatever they're called, and that's like so they end up like accumulating games that they didn't necessarily want. Um, let's see, but I buy bundles and sales. Yeah, fair enough, fair enough. But yeah, I try not to. I try not to buy like excessively, because like I don't play games that much. And I don't play games that frequently, so I'm never gonna get through them all. You know, I only buy the games that I'm like really, really where I'm really sure that I'm gonna like. Um, Guirem, welcome in P. Fake, fake. Share your library with 5 friends. Recently, there was like you have to do on the library sharing. There was like you can't do it anymore for some reason. I can't remember what the reason was. Cause like I wanted to share Baldur's Gate with the stat, and we tried to do library sharing, but for some reason I think we both need to log in on each other's computers or something like that. Or no. It has to be in the same IP. That's what it was. It has to be the same IP. So we weren't able to do it. Cause like they're like, oh, it's only meant for people in the same household. Um, yeah. Now, so then I was like, okay, you could just log in on my account. It doesn't matter. It's correct. It's fake. Yeah, let's go. That doesn't seem real. How would you even say that? Really? Yeah, I think they changed it. Because I remember I definitely had library sharing with people on my old computer. But now it's like, yeah, now you aren't able to do it. I think they changed it fairly recently. Your buddy used yours last night. Let's go. Let's go. That's the reason I pretty much only play competitive games. They always cost basically nothing. Nothing but your time. Your hard-earned time and sanity. Yeah, I've never gotten into competitive games personally. I think I don't like playing online games because you can't just like leave. You can't just pause it whenever. That kind of annoys me. Because I don't like being like, I'm like, oh, I can't leave the game for 30 minutes, you know? Like, it's kind of annoying. And other people are kind of scary online. You got the Switch too and grinding Violet again. Ooh, enjoy. If comp games are bad for your blood pressure, they cost years off your life. That's true. They cost your time, they cost your sanity, they cost your life expectancy. Depending on the game. Depends on the game you're playing. If it's like League of Legends, that's years off your life. Yeah, it's yeah, I mean I mainly like a linear not necessarily linear, but like, I mainly like story-based games or more like sandboxy or simulation games, that kind of stuff. It's usually what I go for. But there's some good games of all genres. But even if a game is really good in a genre, sometimes I can't really get into it. I prefer just watching it. Like Hades. Like Hades, I'm like, I can 100% appreciate the game. I think it's a really good game. But like playing it was like not it, you know? I tried Marvel Rivals, getting the hype, but it took like 3 games for me to get into it, and then I tried again a few days later and just got bored quick. I mean, yeah, if it's not your type of game, it's not your type of game. Some people will play only shooters all day, and they never get bored of it. And they can't play other games. But some people, for me, I've never really like tried to get into it, but it's never really appealed to me. Like I feel like I like a story. I like the game as like as a piece of media, like that kind of thing. Like I was like, oh, this game is really well made. I mean, like, and like multiplayer games can be well made, but the appeal of them is like you are going against the appeal of them is the competitiveness of them, right? And I don't think I necessarily really get into that. So, and I don't really like dedicate. I don't really like want to like dedicate myself to them, So it's like that's also part of it. And I've never really tried except for Wild Rift. I got really into it. I was looking back at like my old I was looking back at my old photos and stuff like that. I had like a bunch of Wild Rift clips and I was like, wow, that's cool. And then I looked and there was also a screenshot of my screen time. And I was like, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was like you played 11 hours of Wild Rift this week. And I was like, okay, that's I think I might have gone too far on that. So yeah, I have had an experience for about 2 Wild Rift seasons where I got really into it. And yeah, that's not good. That's too much Wild Rift. Um, Kalani had a phrase on his Discord profile a while ago. That's so true. Video games don't make you violent like it does. That's actually true. Yeah, it is annoying when you fail to something in a game out of your control. It's like buggy or laggy. And like I think that's the difference between a frustrating gaming loss and uh an okay game, like a fair gaming loss. So I can understand that as well. Cause like some things just feel unfair, and like stuff like lag or um connection issues is definitely just unfair. Or if like the other person's like cheating, it's like come on, that kind of stuff. But if it's like a completely fair fight, and like for example, I play like Cuphead, and like I feel like Cuphead feels very fair. Even if I'm dying over and over, I'm not like I can only really blame myself. I'm like, okay, really, that's on me. I did it. Like I messed up. That's on me. But yeah, it kind of just depends. When you're playing Wild Rift and your support really sucks, like that can be true as well. Your team just sucks. That makes me sound like a real League player. It's only for those that loved Overwatch. Yeah, yeah. I never got into those, so I wouldn't know. Maybe if I tried it, I would get really into it, but whenever I play a game where it's like shooting, I'm like, I don't really get what's fun about it. Like it's never really clicked for me. I'm like, wow, I'm pointing my mouse at something and clicking on it. Like it's not very engaging for me. And I can't deal with first person. Like I cannot deal with first person. So I'm not those types of games are like it's like a double negative. It's like I don't like the shooting and I don't like first person. I will not know what's going on and I have to communicate with other people. So it's like I heard it's rough out there if you play Valorant and there's like weirdos on your team, like I heard it's kind of degeneracy. Like Quake is the best, you don't have time to get bored. Oh no. Agree to disagree. It definitely is fast paced. not wrong. But like, would I want to do that for hours? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's yeah, I don't know. Never been super into them, but I like shooting sometimes, but usually I just if I play a game that has shooting in it, I usually just put up the um I just put up the auto aim to max and it just like snaps to the thing that I need to shoot and I'm like perfect. Perfect. This will do. I can get through it, you know? It's faster paced when you learn the movement. So I was just holding W. Why can't you just hold W? What other buttons can you press? Like A and D? I don't know. Don't know, man. I don't really remember that well. We just download hacks and then you can enjoy Call of Duty. True, true. I'll enter Ratsy's lobbies with my hacks. I'll be the start of his villain arc. Strafe jumping. But then I can't see what's going on if I'm jumping all the time. Because my character moves with the jump as well. It's like that's what's annoying about first person. If you're jumping, if you're turning around, like then you can't see, you know? Miju hacks. That's me. First it was Miju games, and now it's Miju hacks. I'm ready. Yeah, it's I'm not the most I will say, you know, I will admit I'm not the most mechanically gifted player, you know, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm trying my best, and I think that's what matters. I got through games that have shooting, and I will get through them again. But will I play a game that's primarily shooting? No one was accusing you of being. I've heard people say that about me all the time. People are like, "Oh my gosh, Miju is the legend." Like Miju's basically Faker. Like I've heard this. Miju won't 1v1 me on a shooting game? Is that what you mean? Or League of Legends? I'm not sure. I feel like maybe like a handicap, like a if it's a shooting game, maybe you could play with your left hand or your non-dominant hand. Miju is pretty good at Borderlands, can confirm. Let's go, let's go. I was so good. Um, League, you destroy me. Okay. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I'm more of a lowest rank gamer on League. Miju has all the top scores in Beat Saber? Of course, of course. I'm playing the heck out of the I. Phase 2, Optic Mage. Look, I don't know. I know phase is a thing, but I don't know what optic is. I'm gonna be tens. That's me. People call me Shroud all the time. Beat Saber, you forgot about that game? Yeah, Beat Saber is fun. I haven't played it in a while though. It's a COD thing. Oh, optic? Okay. I don't know anything about COD. Optician, like the person who keeps telling you your eyes are getting worse. I know. And she's so nice about it. Miju the next tens. That's me. I'm coming for him. Coming for his top spot in the league champion. Not the league. The Valorant championships, whatever they're called. I'm gonna be there. Whatever world is called, I'll be there. Okay, apparently Tens has retired. He'll probably be there as like a VIP, so I guess I'll come for his VIP spot. I'll play for about a few years and then I'll retire and then I'll steal his spot in retirement. Tens came back. Okay. I'm coming for him then. From without the extra retirement steps. I'm ready. I don't know enough people. He announced it a month ago. Oh, okay. I'm ready. We'll have a coming out of retirement party, but it's just me coming for him, you know? Okay, I'm ready. I'll get my brother would be really happy if I played Valorant even once, you know? I think he would laugh at me, but um, he would enjoy it. Maybe he would be supportive. That's you with Breath of the Wild. I'll come out of my retirement. I mean, I can't be the tens of Breath of the Wild. That's player 5, and I cannot. I don't think I could do that. I think I'll have a better time being tens. You know. So I think I don't want to be the Breath of the Wild guy. But maybe I'll be I can be the tens of killing Lionels with remote bombs. Okay. Surely I'm the best. Okay, probably I'm probably not even the best at that. I'm sure people have done bombs only runs and they've done a much better job than I have. So maybe I'm not maybe I'm not even that. Did you find this funny Val clip? Okay, I'll let you find that. Okay, I think it's time for Draconian stream. He's late. Guys, please bully Zirconian for telling him he's one. Because you guys always tell me when I'm 2 minutes late, you're like, mod check, where is Pichu? Every time. So now we have to do that to Zirconian. It's 2 minutes late now. Yeah. Oh no, we'll raid over there. We'll raid over there, don't worry. So stick around for that. For me, you're setting up. You're slow, man. You should have been setting up 5 minutes ago. If you're not 5 minutes early, you're late. That's what I've heard. Gonna make some food and criticize him. Let's go. We'll all be ready to criticize at once, okay? I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna use as many potions as humanly, unless I get Shadow Heart back. If I get Shadow Heart back, I'll heal. I'll use the healing spell. There's like 2 level 1 spell slots. I'll use all those for healing word. And then I will use the healing potions after that. Wait, is it better to use the healing potions or is it better to use healing word? I don't know. Maybe they're both. I mean, I guess the spell slot is a renewable resource, but it's probably more necessary from time to time. I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll be trying my best. I'll be trying my best, and I'm gonna try not to make Zirconian mauled too much. Although I'm not gonna know what we're like when we get to the goblin camp. Like I'm not as there's so many enemies in the goblin camp. It's tough in there. And I'm very surprised at how thoroughly everyone plays. Because when I played, I was like, I missed like every side quest. But okay, it looks like he's ready. Oh, thanks for letting me know. Okay, full send. Let's go. Okay, let's go right over to Zirconian stream. Because Zirconia and I are gonna be playing some Baldur's Gate. I just got a notification that you're live. But yes, it is Sunday, so my next stream will be I'll be playing some Genshin on Wednesday, most likely. I think it's a new patch or new banner, something like that. So yeah, I'll be playing on Wednesday, but if you want more yapping, it'll be on Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, as usual. But other than that, I'll see you guys all over in Draconian stream. And yeah, have fun with some Baldur's Gate. Okay, see you next time. Join the Discord if you haven't already. Bye, everyone.